Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we have another Creative Time Randomizer EU Weekly. I'm Star, and with me on commentary today is Kuiper. How are you doing?
Hi. Sorry, I had a mouthful of peanut butter. It's alright. Hello, everybody. Also, my cat is getting into something. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. Today we have Mind Goblin versus G. Two runners that some of you may not be familiar with. This is their first OOTC today. So we're gonna be here for 8 hours.
In all honesty, we got ourselves Judas versus Gorodine, and our two trackers today are McFarlane and Merle and the Edmund Heffley.
Trackers keeping it, holding it down for me and Star. We have the easy job. We just get to sit here and talk.
Yep. Just waiting on about 3 people left to make that. Yeah, 2 people left now to ready up, and then we'll be going shortly.
It's about 34 people. There's a lot of good runners in here as well, so it should be a really good race.
Yeah, we've got ourselves an interesting start. Water Medallion with Saria's song, not the worst. And it's his adult.
Tommy, you're right. Don't even got. I never pay attention. Whenever I'm doing commentary, I never pay attention.
I mean, it's 2 people, so you have a little less need to pay super close attention anyway.
That is Saria's song, Kinra. Yes, it is indeed Saria's song. Vidya James. Yeah, is Vidya James in this race? I think he is.
Vidya is, yep.
Yeah.
We had him on last night for the weekly, actually. The NA weekly. Got FMC, Goomba, Sponge, Riley, the Aeronaut. There's a whole bunch of good runners in here.
The days of doing both weeklies are just... I remember when I was just starting out and I would do that. And I'd be waking up Sunday morning with the night before seed in my mind, and you get that bleed effect where you're not sure what you've done and what you haven't done. So people that do that consistently, it's pretty crazy. It's very, very impressive to me because it's hard to do that. It's definitely hard to try to parse the two. While all the runners do Forest Temple. I would love to know both Star's opinion. I mean, we're going to get started here pretty soon, so we don't got to get into it right now. But I'd love to know people's opinions on the whole open forest elevator thing.
Oh yeah, that's the thing we can talk about whenever
they're in Forest Temple.
Pretty much. Chat, remind us to talk about dungeon shortcuts whenever we get bored.
Wait, we don't know if they're going to Forest Temple. Never mind. We don't want any spoilers. We don't know that for sure. Actually, legitimately, I have not looked. So I actually don't know if we're ever even going to have to go to Forest anyway, so.
Yeah, we'll find out. We're waiting on one person.
Find out.
Ready up.
There we're good. There we go. Who was the last one? It was E. Cola. Okay.
I was not going to call them out specifically, but yes. And thanks, Felix, by the way, for the 22-month sub.
Like I said, a lot of good runners here. Just mentioned E. Cola. Vidya James is in here, of course. Sponge. And our 2 runners that are featured are both very, very talented. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and Devin, thanks for the Prime sub.
Yo, what's up, Devin? I think there was another one earlier, right? Wasn't it Felix?
Yay,
I think Felix.
We're going. Just that DMC from Goron Cities are animal spawn. That's a fun one. You don't see that too often.
I think it's a kind of a nice spawn, especially when you consider whenever you get hovers or hookshot, you can just save, quit, and immediately get a song. So that's pretty nice. Drew actually only picking up the 20, and he's going to be looking through this wall to get a peek at what is over there, just a bloopy. And already, what are we, 30 seconds in, and we have a little bit of a divergence. I don't know if Drew's going to be going Gorodine's exact route here.
I'm sure they'll be doing the same. I think Gorodin wanted some explosives before going to DMC, or explosives or a way across the bridge, which makes sense.
Caleb Kelly, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a hype train going even.
Yeah,
Thanks, chat.
Got a hype train going. We're a minute into the race and we got a hype train. That's awesome.
Yeah, heart piece on top of DC is vanilla.
You know, I think I would. I don't know what everyone else's kind of health threshold is, but I basically look at it as until I have about 8 hearts, I'll pick up any heart containers or heart pieces that I see. Like I'm what Drew is right now. I'll pick that heart piece up.
Yeah, usually like 8 or 9 I think is probably fairly preferable for runners of this skill level. Like they can get through fire and water fairly reasonably on that much health. And hey, Bob Chews are the man on Earth.
How did he get those up there? How did he carry those up there? Carry those bomb shoes up there. Oh, we get our first hint.
Shadow Floormaster's a wallet. Good to know.
So the manager has a wallet. That's pretty cool.
And there's love in the back of the cat.
And a condom, that's right.
Yeah.
Starting with Saria song, we'll get the second song here in the windmill. That is a bomb bag.
Yeah, Gorodin was like nearly walking past it before. Wait a second. That's useful. I'm going back to that.
That is a very, very good spot for an opening bomb bag, and a very good opening song as well.
Yeah, Prelude's a nice one to get early.
Yeah.
Especially when your adult spawn is miles from market.
For a split second there, I thought Drew was walking out of the windmill. Like, I don't want anything in here. I don't want that bomb bag. I don't want this song. I'm leaving.
Hey, Milky. Well, thanks for the gift sub to Pretty Zero.
Thank you, Milkweed, for the gift sub.
Another piece off Impico. Gorodin's just like...
Health? I don't need any health. Just remember that 2 hours from now when Gorodin still has 3 hearts and he dies in Fire Temple. Like, oh no, all the health he could. I guess he did get that heart on Anju at least.
Yeah.
So
doesn't want to spend the 3 seconds it takes to pick up one of these. Might be a Drew decided to turn around on that as well. That one, I guess you need to walk in a little bit.
Hey, if you save 3 seconds every time, there's another heart piece. If you save 3 seconds every time you don't pick up a heart piece, we've seen races, decided by less than 10 seconds. So
that is true. You never know. As let me check what the graveyard box is. There we go. That's
stick?
Stick. All right.
That's a stick.
Not required.
Are you sure? It might be.
Yes, I am sure that is a stick and not a boomerang or a bow. Yes.
Oh, who was I? Was it Chimp who I was on comms with, where he thought the boomerang was a stick? I can't remember who it was, but that was like a thing. The entire seed were like, "Are we sure that was a stick? Because it kind of looked like a boomerang." Like, no, it's a stick.
Well, that particular box is nicknamed the TARDIS because I believe in the Season 2 main tournament race, a runner by the name of 10th Doctor was identified a boomerang as a stick in that box.
I remember that.
And that has since has been known as a TARDIS for a while. I try to not always use the name because it's an old reference at this point. Yep, thanks, Doc. Alright, Bloopy and... Nice shield. Bloopy's not so great on Dampe.
Ooh, Drew having a little bit of a tough Dampe race here. It still gets through.
And yes, in a way, the Graveyard Box does kind of travel through time because you need beams. One of the ways to get that box and launch it is by using the beams. And, beams require some time travel.
Oh man, I never really thought about that. That box does travel through time. What the heck? Rang is just a bent stick. I mean, C4, you're not wrong.
Yeah, bows are too, by that definition. Bent stick with a bit of string on it.
Did we see how much that pack of... I mean, it doesn't really matter. We have a bomb bag now. But how... Did we see how much...
10 pack.
Oh, was it 10? Okay.
So nice for saving a little bit of time here and there. Purple rupee, alright.
So far, CAC just having that bomb bag.
Yeah, nothing else. Yawn.
Yeah. Although it does kind of raise that scary thing that you might end up seeing a CAC way of the hero just for that bomb bag, which is kind of a... I don't want to say it's a bad hint, but it's certainly one of those hints where it's like, I kind of wish it was pointing me towards something else.
Rodine buying a shield is, and with that bomb bag is gonna head off to DC now. Bomb bag being very useful for ground jumps in DC and just really nice. Or shield.
I support the buying a shield. I support it. Star did roll this seed, so if any of you have anything to do for the next 4 hours, you know. Star seed. I like that emote. That emote's good.
Oh yeah.
I'm a fan of that.
Oh yeah, that's one for my personal channel, Kuiper. I commissioned it when I hit affiliate because it's just too good a meme to not make a video, to not make an emote out of.
Yeah, shield for ground jumps is really nice. I'll be interested to see if... So this is something I've started to do in my own competitive races where if I don't know... Also, OoT Minuet.
Okay, so...
I was gonna say, if I don't know the dungeon reward for Dodongo's Cavern, I'll actually use bomb shoes here from the floor and blow the eyes up and just beat the dungeon pretty quickly if I don't know what the reward is. Of course, our runners don't know that, and I don't think Gorodine's gonna do that, but it is something that you could potentially do.
Speaking of health, third heart piece in the chest, so they're
Nice.
fine on that.
Not
Yeah,
going
they start
that
with Saryasak, so it's definitely not logical AD.
Oh! Oh, that was... Wait! I've never seen that on Gorodine's side. I've never seen the... What happened there?
Oh yeah, you can check a... Oh yeah, you can check a bomb at like the back right corner of the staircase there, and it'll blow it up.
What? That's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, God, I swear. I've been playing this game 3 years.
Are weird on this in this game.
I've been playing for like 3 years, and every single time I'm like, wow, I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
pick those bombs up.
I mean, you mentioned going to the back of DC with shoes. It might make more sense if you had items, but right now their only items are explosives. They might as well just look for this place looking for items. Yeah, and DC is a very quick dungeon. Got quite a few checks. Seven. Yeah, it's 7 in these settings without scrubs or skulls and with maps compasses not in the dungeon. There's a bunch of random checks. You can get some early skulls here as well, as we see from both runners picking up this fine skull.
It's skull number 1.
Yep.
I'm waiting for the day that someone swags out over that bridge and backflips over it. I'm waiting for the day. Someone's gonna do it. Someone's gonna do it one day, and I'm gonna pop off so hard. I don't even know if you can make it. Oh, there we go. There's one thing.
Oh, magic in the DC, and there's some very, very nice movement here from Gorodine. I like this.
Yeah, this opening movement so far has been very, very nice.
Very, very clean here for Gorodine too. It's just nice slingshot.
You are at the very least getting items out of this very, very early Dodongo's Cavern play.
Yeah.
It does feel kind of bad when you do get this bomb bag early and you end up full clearing Dodongos and you either don't get anything or on top of that, not getting anything and it being a stone, especially now that we know that logical AD is not going to be a thing.
Yeah, nicely done by Forgotten, by the way, dropping one bomb on the way past and then blowing up the wall and the other eye at the same time. Saving himself a little bit of time, blows up the wall during the cutscene for the eyes. Neat.
Was it very early? Two items that can really, I don't want to say bottleneck you, but it could really feel bad when you get deep into a seed and you still haven't found bombs or magic. So the fact that we've got both of them in the first 11 minutes is pretty nice.
That command is gonna get updated right now.
Yeah, no logical AD today. We started with Saria's song, so.
Yeah. I am commentating and restreaming, so me doing hit commands is whatever I remember to do hit commands. So far, this seed doesn't have any BS in it, so I don't have the command for it. Nice blue beat.
I like how you're leaving it up to, you know, I like how you're leaving it up to, like, okay, there might be some BS, so we might have to change that command, but we don't know yet.
Felix, we have in recent weekly restreams sometimes added a BS command manually. To Comma Dog, what exactly is ridiculous about this seed? Well, we barely started and there's been nothing ridiculous yet. It's normal. We have a bomb back, we did DC, we've got a slingshot, and we've got magic. Nothing fancy. Very nice King Dodonga for Gorodin.
And we will soon figure out whether or not this is a required dungeon. I mean, required probably to come in here at least for the magic, but we don't know what the reward is going to be, so.
Yeah, and TAH has a good point in chat. It's a randomizer. The beans just comes to the territory. You're not wrong.
Just give rights to that is true. I had a good friend of mine who recently just started streaming and recently, oh, okay, well, this is a very good place to go.
Oh my goodness, hi, there's a bow on King Dog's game.
2/3 of the Holy Trinity already in the first 13 minutes. Pretty good. Just a Goron Ruby, though. I mean, the Goron Ruby came along with a bow as a buy one get one, so I think we'll take that.
Yeah, bow, magic, and a slingshot for me for free, because why not?
But no, a buddy of mine was like, oh, you know, I really want to start getting into randomizers, maybe OOT. He's like, do you have any, like, pointers? And I said, my only pointer I'll give you starting out is that every seed is bad.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, just have that as a baseline.
Yeah.
If you start off there, you'll never be disappointed, you'll never be upset.
Yep, I still remember the luckless person. I still remember I helped out some of the Discord ones who didn't know, the soil patch skulls, Kuiper?
Did they not know that you could spawn skulls out of there?
Yep, they did not, and I think their first ocarina was on the Lost Woods Ridge Skull or something.
Oh, no. Oh, man. I mean, everyone's got to learn at some point, right? Everyone has to learn,
Yeah, that earned a bit of a wins for me. Gorodin, hello? The pedestal?
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. But, by the way, I want to point out, Drew almost rolled into the blue circle without picking up the bow, and I cringed so hard. I'm like, oh no, Drew with the bow! Don't walk away! Don't do it!
Yeah, that would have been bad if Drew had.
I'm gonna laugh really hard if Gorodin reads the pedestal as child.
Yes,
he is! Okay, sure. All right.
Gentleman Forest, as that's a Flora's Wind in the wall.
Oh, that's really funny. Well, that is, by the way, very good for Aurora's Wind location there, given the fact that we have magic very early, so.
Yeah, alright, Lake is foolish, nice hint. 50 is dead.
Nice hint.
Fire is way of the hero, and OGC is foolish. Thanks.
Say it with me, chat. Thanks, game. There it is, Kinra knows. Fire Temple being way of the hero is also really nice, given the fact that we know it's going to be a medallion dungeon. Also,
Icy Waters is a what?
Nothing. I think it's like a blue bee or something.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't misread it as a hookshot or something dumb.
Oh, it's 20 bombs. Okay.
20 bombs. Thank you, Felix. I am currently updating the hint commands. If I could type, that would help. Because those outside Temple of Time hints had 4 separate things I need to put in hint commands. Like the
yeah, because they're all separate things.
Yep. Two Foolishes, a Way Out Hero, and 50 Skulls, all of which are in the commands. Hey, Ruda's ladder on child shooting. Stone job of anyone?
You know, for like 5 minutes straight, we were like, "Oh, hooray! No all dungeons." Star, I swear. I swear.
I rolled Oops AD seeds more than once.
Alright, arrows. I did not catch that hint.
It was another Icy Waters hint. Jabu
is way the hero! Man! Are you kidding me? Or are you absolutely kidding me? Ganon's Castle... Okay, so the whole Ganon's Castle area, okay, is barren. Oh my god. I can't believe that. You got the letter and then went around the corner and was like, hey, guess what? That item you just got? Oh my goodness.
Alright.
It might not be oops all dungeons. It's not all dungeons. We're not gonna need Minuet Forest. It's just...
Well, it's not Oops All Dungeons for the song, Hyper. It might be Oops All Dungeons for the items, which we're looking at right now.
I guess that might be... Yeah, it's true, really. I mean, Dodongo had a bow, so...
Yeah, I did roll a seed. One of my earliest seeds ever was Oops AD for, bow on King Dodongo, and I think like 4 separate items in Stone Forest. Including 2 strength upgrades, one at the beginning, one in the first chest, one in like the basement, hovered boots, and a scale thrown in for the giggles, and then a free stone. So it was Serenade on AD, but at that point you'd already done DC and Forest, that was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna pick up Serenade. Because the seed gave you everything for Serenade, for AD very quickly and nothing else. I mean, it's DC and Forest. And then DC's got a bow and King Dodongo and Forest has 4 different items, and you're like, screw it.
So what you're saying,
Gregorio, that seed event just talking about, strength 2 in the basement of Forest Temple is close enough. It's basically Oops AD.
Oh yeah, like a stone boss fight is...
It was co-op too, and like this was Idle 1 that they were doing DC and Forest, so it's just like, screw it. I just got the strength 2 out of the basement, I might as well go get Serenade because I'm gonna need it. Because this is the very beginning of the seed. Because of how the seed gave you everything. Gave you explosives early, you go DC, you find a bow on King Dodongo, you're like, screw it, I might as well go Forest Temple. Goes Forest Temple, finds everything, and decides, I might as well just guess. I think it was probably about a net 0 on it.
To answer your question, Cerny? I'm gonna say your name is Cerny. That could... What's that?
I think it's Sir Nyquil.
So Nyquil, okay. The way that can possibly happen is if Saria song OoT can be your logical force if force is a stone. If Saria song is somehow locked behind beating Forest, that would be the case.
Alright, I'm after the Minuet. Also, we got a hint that Zora's River is Way of the Hero. And Ice Cavern, A Song of Storms. Lovely!
Oh. Well, at least we know where it is.
Yeah, we do. That might be required.
But can I just say, I love how people call playing Saria song to Mito skip. When in reality, that's just the vanilla way you're supposed to get past Mito. Okay. I think that's like the funniest thing.
Thanks for Serenade, Malin. That's not so helpful. We're getting a lot of not so helpful songs. Not sure it'll be useful eventually, but not right now. Like, we can't do anything with it. Nice for transportation, I guess, but they've already done CAC, so
That probably means that ZL's either got to be child. Well, I guess it's the Saria song check, and then maybe it's hookshot or hovers locked in the crater.
There's a few spots where we don't know what our medallion layout is either. For all we know, it could be behind the forest medallion. Alright, child spawn coming. Nice! See what's in the silo?
Oh my god! You know what? If that had been me, I think I might have just forfeited. I might have just quit. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me?
That's great. By the way, that is not the greatest spawn I've ever seen. You should see, another one of my seeds actually has an even funnier spawn. From the Random Settings League, here's a couple of clips of it.
I need to see this. I need to actually see this. What is this? Oh, no way. No way. Hold on. Okay, let's see here. I'm watching the clip.
Composer Grave Chest is dead.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me, Star? Are you actually kidding me?
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
That is hilarious. Oh, I love that. Big Oron's dead. Oh no, Big Oron's not dead. Big Oron has iron boots.
Oh boy. Yeah.
What? That is definitely not a dead item. So.
But yes, Kuiper, that is a absolutely that is my favorite pop song of all time.
God, that's so good. There they are. There. What is up with this seed and just putting things you need directly next to, like, what is up with this? You read a hint for an item and then it's like, oh hey, that item you just heard about, here it is. Oh wow.
And
30's
30 is dead. Yeah, nice spot for that. Thanks, game.
Thanks,
yes, the warp song from RSL is my favorite. Plays the warp song, plays it, goes absolutely nowhere. Thanks, game.
Oh, so we didn't read this hint here. Skull Mask is dead.
Alright, that's good.
You know, I would say, like, oh, here's some BS stuff with the way the hero Jabu and but it wasn't even really BS because you read the hint and the game was like, oh, by the way, here's the item for it.
Yeah. Letter and then the job and now Big Oron and the eye drops. Neat.
Oh man.
Well, Druidus is now hiking all the way back up the mountain to go turn those eye drops in.
I mean,
he can't save quit. The eye drops would expire, and he definitely does not want to go do the thing again.
Oh my god, that's right! You can't even. Oh, now that spawn sucks.
That's rude.
That spawn's really rude now.
Hi, Fed. Yep, we were discussing warp songs because save warps in warp songs because Orodine save quit in the ranch silo and went to the ranch silo, and that just reminded me of the greatest warp song of all time. The second of those clips is what the hell's reacting to the warp song on mic, which is even better because the first clip was us finding out that the song was useless. And the greatest thing too is that shop is ridiculous in that scene. It's got like 4 different major items in it.
Yo, chick! Let's go! Hooray! Oh, I'm so happy. Is there a version of I get to hear what the hell's reaction to it?
Yes, the second clip I posted in chat was what the hell's his reaction with Mike, because the first clip is the one where he found out, and where Miraxis plays the warp in the shop. What the hell's walks out of the shop, plays the warp song, and goes, what the heck?
That's good.
It's absolutely hilarious. We laughed so hard in the RSL results channel like we were discussing this because it's just like, oh my god, lol. That remains one of my favorite warps of all time. Save warps and warp songs. It's just And like you spend the money on that warp song. I think it was Requiem, and you find out it's useless, and you're like, I could have used that money for something else because that shop had 2 Triforce pieces in the rear deck in it too. I think
it was like 265 rupees to buy a song that just puts you immediately back into the room that you were in.
Also, yes, the Comes on Drugs clip is amazing. Let me go find it. I have a whole bookmark folder full of hilarious clips, and where is I keep misclicking.
It's on ZSR2. If you guys are new to this channel, the clips that you can find both on ZSR and ZSR2, I was actually watching. What was I watching? I was just like going through them the other day. We were talking about this earlier. Star and I were before the race started, and I found like a back-to-back of me and Axani doing commentary where chickens ended up being a nut upgrade, and I like dismissed it, obviously, because it's not required, and plus, oh, high strength upgrade.
Yeah.
And I dismissed it because it was just a strength upgrade, and plus it was on chickens. But then 5 minutes later, someone checks the Steve check in the well, and it gives a nut upgrade, and I pop off for it. And Axe loses it, and it's so funny listening to her laugh.
Okay, Gerudo's Fortress is Way of the Hero, by the way, and I believe that's just a heart piece on the volcano.
Yeah. We don't have a way over there yet. So nope, that's gonna be...
And the hookshots are nowhere in sight. Also, yes, these Way of the Heroes are hilarious. By the way, River is Way of the Hero for those eye drops. Thanks, game.
At the very least, we're getting iron boots now.
Yep.
Your 1500 archery.
Yep.
Oh, the other
strength. Okay.
Ooh. So both strength upgrades not too crappy. Drunus will be picking that up eventually, and obviously, being where the second one is, Gorodine's going to be picking that one up as well. So strength 2 is relatively nice this seed.
Yeah. Song of Storms is indeed still a nice cavern. Thanks, game. Yeah, eye drops are guaranteed to be Way of the Hero because water is a medallion, deck is force medallion to be particular. Our medallion layout is water is the force medallion, fire is the vanilla fire medallion, shadow and spirit are the vanilla shadow, and spirit medallions, and Deku is the light medallion. What's with this seed and vanilla rewards? DC, fire, shadow, and spirit are all vanilla. Nice.
I think the most vanilla dungeon rewards I've ever seen, I think were like 6 of the 9.
I think it's about the 6, yeah.
Yeah, I think the most I've seen is 6. First hook in Shadow. Oh no.
It's possible. We were discussing where the heck ZL is. It might honestly be on... If the Water Temple key layout is stupid, it could be on Prelude. It could even be on Burning Cack for that matter, because Fire Temple does definitely doesn't require ZL.
Yeah, that is possible. We would need... Yeah, I don't need a couple more things to get whatever that song check is outside of fire, so that could still be it.
Mm-hmm.
Drew getting their Ruro's letter here. Shortly after that, they will probably read the hint that Jabu is Way of the Hero.
Yeah, good point from Felix. We don't need Strength 3 at all between OGC and Ganon's being foolish, but we already have 2 strength upgrades concerning. Nice save from Drew.
Yeah.
Hey, Cameron, welcome in. Skulls are useless, our Way of the Heroes are hilarious. And our foolishes are...
I like the
it's
foolish
not hard AD for the song, it might be oops AD for the items at the rate we're going.
Already found 1 bow on King Dodongo in Stone DC, so...
Or a hookshot from full clearing Stone Forest, and Stone Jabu's Way of the Hero.
Yeah. See, Kinra, chickens are always dead if you just believe hard enough. That's my philosophy.
Also, I still love how Ganon's Castle and outside Ganon's Castle are both foolish with 6 medallion and bridge.
I know, right?
Thanks, game. Hey, Skull Kid is not going to be orphaned today for a change.
Oh, hey. I feel like Skull Kid is either a check you do in the first half hour or you never do it.
Pretty much. For his child cycle, basically. OGC is still foolish. Yes, thanks. We knew that. And the stick upgrade is nice.
Man, I'm glad it's still foolish, because if it could change halfway through the seed, that'd be terrible.
It's Colossus's way of the hero. Alright, that's her last way of the hero.
That might be a little concerning.
We don't have any way over there. Requiem
We do
is,
not.
Somewhere in the seed. Probably ZL locked, I'd say, at this point, is what Requiem is.
All of a sudden, you go from, as a commentator, I feel like you go from, man, I really hope we find ZL here in the forest, to going, ooh, that would be really funny if it was over there if it was over there in the Desert Colossus area.
It would. Also, yeah, good point from chat. Drew did not check the Rudo's letter, the Hyrule Castle hint nice scale.
Yeah, very nice.
So
scale.
does not know that, does not know that Jabu is Wave Hero. Speaking of ZL, this looks like ZL on the Ocarina of Memory game.
Yeah. We also haven't seen the other copy of that Jabu hint either, so...
Never mind the ZL, but that, like, the start of that Ocarina of Memory game looks just exactly what ZL is, which is funny. If Boomerang is on Colossus, I'm gonna laugh.
Jabu Wath is accessible. It is. It indeed is.
Oh, we can get in the door. Whether or not we can actually get the Way of the Hero item is a whole nother story.
I will say, though, I mean, I think... Oh, Drew's the only one that... It's funny. Drew's the one that has furores, so that going over there and dropping furores is, like, a pretty good play at this current moment, if you just want to do that. But Goradine has the hint, but doesn't have furores.
Nope. It's great. Drew will likely also say quit from their silo, because it makes sense to do so. And then find out... Well... I'm going nowhere. Furores is in the trail wall, Canaran. With that skill, Gorodine can route Zora's River in After Lost Woods and SFM and Goron City, which is quite nice routing too.
Yeah, I think from a routing perspective, Gorodine has done this in a little more, I won't say a more optimal way, but the
it's worked out better for this seed.
Right, yeah. For sure.
It's not that Drew's routed badly, it's all made sense, it just ends up being that Gorodine's routing has turned out to be a bit more efficient for what this seed is.
Oh, no
Actually,
save quit.
Jonas is gonna play Serenade. He does know that Valley is foolish.
Is this
Actually,
just
this might be just about right timing for dump digging. Take the owl, and you should be able to march to CAC.
Oh!
Nope.
Not taking the owl.
Huh.
Might just be a...
Or actually,
like
his
a
not
valley?
dumping digging, I'm a doof. Might be, yeah.
More hints and a Gerudo Valley play.
Alright, there's the other river wave here. And nope, that's Stompe digging.
Oh, okay, okay. Still good timing there to get to that hint and still be able to play this and get to Dampe.
I mean, that actually passes time of day perfectly, because he was just before night when he got to Lake. Great time of day usage there.
Just as we were talking about how good Gorodine's routing is, we see an example of really good time of day manipulation by Drew, so...
Yeah. And Dampe digging gives us a nut upgrade. Nice. And there's Requiem. Alright.
Okay, so that's a little nicer now. Run out there and very likely just find your ZL.
Probably. On the other, it could be Sun Song, which would be Bolero, Song of Time as well. Probably ZL, but if it's one of the other four, we've got something funny going on.
That would be really funny if it was like, Desert Colossus is Way of the Hero, and then it gives you Bolero, and then Bolero gives you ZL, and you're like, well, okay.
The
All right,
that
game.
begs the question, where are hookshot and hover boots?
They would have to be ZL locked at that point, right?
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
And that get or a ZL or in like the first couple checks of fire or something, because I've seen that. I still remember a seed I rolled once where hover boots were in Mido's house, and Bolero ended up being Way of the Hero in Hyrule Castle. This was back before Free Zelda was a thing. Hover boots in Mido's, Bolero Way of the Hero, because as it turns out, every single method of blowing up Link the Goron was locked behind Bolero.
Oh my god.
And sorry, the song on the crater. I think like first hookshot was like in one of the first couple checks of Fire Temple, and first bomb bag was on Skull Kid.
Every single method of blowing up Kid Goron. There's like half a dozen. There's so many.
There's 3 bows, 3 strings, and 3 bomb bags. It's yes.
Oh my god. That's incredible.
It was dumb. It was absolutely dumb. It was a great logic exercise. ZL was really stupidly late that seed. I think it was like on Burning Cat or something really stupid, so it could have been the Hyrule Castle Fairy instead of Bolero and Hyrule Castle Way of the Hero, but like it's on Burning Cat ZL. Like, what are the odds? Turns out it was double Way of the Hero Hyrule Castle effectively for, I don't know, Boomerang or something. But it was just dumb that I figured I was like, that Bolero's probably Way of the Hero because ZL is so late for the Fairy. Which eventually led to me logicking out that first bomb bag had to be on Skull Kid for it to be a Bolero Way of the Hero with how that seed was going. That was dumb.
I love Bolero Way of the Heroes make me laugh.
Oh yeah,
I'm a fan of it.
They're some of the most amusing logic puzzles, and I absolutely love logic, because unless it's something stupidly obvious like hover boots on the crater, it's always interesting to figure out why it's Way of the Hero. Bolero locking literally all 9 methods of blowing up Link the Goron was ridiculous. Because yeah, you can do both strength or bombs, and all 3 bows, all 3 strengths, and all 3 bomb bags are Bolero locked. Well, bomb shoes aren't considered for the logic, which is a thing. But yeah, there might have been a bomb shoe pack available somewhere that seed, but the logic did not expected you to not be able to get past Link the Goron. It's the dumbest thing.
Composer
It
grave
is not
chest.
logic for Link the Goron. That is a trick, mercifully.
Yeah, thank God.
It's dumb. It's very particular with timing. It's, people would murder us if we had that in default logic.
I will say, our runners, although they did take different paths early on, also, Gordine, haha, let's go get those eye drops.
Yeah, because he can't move in Lost Woods, so I think he's already seen the eye drops and he's gonna go do that on his way over to Domain. Which isn't logic, by the way, because of that scale out of the Woods target with the slingshot from DC. If that Boomerang, by the way, is vanilla, I am going to laugh.
I don't think I've ever, in 3 years I've been playing, I don't think I've ever seen a vanilla Boomerang.
Huh.
Maybe other people? I'm sure other people have. I'm sure it's had to have happened to somebody. There's 45,000 people in this Discord. If no one's gotten a vanilla Boomerang before, I'd be shocked.
It's just rare.
Yeah, insanely rare. I've had vanilla Rang once. Man, Dad, we need to hang that up in, like, the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I didn't save I unfortunately did not save the seed that was Boomerang, that was Bolero locks every single item, every single way of blowing up like the Goron. I kind of wish I did. 40 is dead, alright. Skulls are not a thing today.
Basically, no.
Watch 20 be required, and then they did that 2 hours in.
I was gonna say, our runners are pretty much all caught up as far as, like, what locations they've hit up.
Pretty much,
and Gordine just a little farther ahead, along with this Zora's Domain play. We'll see if Drew elects to do these 2 checks. They are pretty slow if you just want to run by and drop off the letter, and Drew obviously has the opportunity to drop for roars in Jabu, so save a little bit of time there. Boomerang and validation chest. Oh, thought he was gonna skip Skull Kid. Bomb lock bombs and well on one steed. Yeah.
Yeah, Drew doesn't know Jabu is way of a hero, and he's already done River, so I doubt he's gonna go for it. Oh, yeah, I put in the letter.
I would turn in the letter just to get King Zora out of the way and to empty the bottle.
Okay, maybe that, but I don't think he'll actually go in for the one check in Jabu.
No. God, no.
I would raise an eyebrow if Drew did that.
Let's see. Anything here in Domain on the way over to Jabu?
Nay, that's
hey, okay.
That is actually bomb locked. Because our way into Domain is a scale, and the scale was on both target with the slingshot in DC, and our strength upgrades were actually no, that slingshot was available without a bomb, the strength on Deku is available, so that gets you the slingshot. So that bomb bag's technically not bomb locked, because the scale's available through a slightly stupid logic chain. Fun.
Probably not your logical bomb bag 1, though.
No, probably not, but it is available.
Yeah, don't want to play again.
Stone of Agony on the diving game, thanks.
Remember when seeing the Stone of Agony actually meant agony? Now you gotta go around and read all the hints.
Days when hints were stuck behind the Stone of Agony.
Oh, man. Let's go back to that. Season 5. Slingshot on bomb bag chest?
No, bomb bag chest you can get with a strength upgrade, and there is a strength upgrade in the Deku tree. That is available.
Yeah, Deku tree is open in these settings. We don't need the Kokiri sword to get in there, so basically just consider it, you know, a big open world.
It's not slingshot locked, by the way, because we have a trick on to do the jumps in that room without anything. That's just one of our default tricks for racing.
Been the thing.
Hopefully RSL we have hints on Stone of Agony sometimes as well, and it is fun when the hints get stuck behind something in RSLs. Well, fun. Being subjective, of course.
Put up the quotation marks, fun. Alright, chat, will we find the way of the hero here in Jabu on the boomerang chest?
Or is it going to be later?
I'm so excited. I can't wait. To be fair, like I said, Goradine does not have furores, so this is going to have to be... He's gambling that this is going to be on Boomerang Chest, otherwise he's got to come all the way back.
Oh no. Boomerang Chest is not in always hint.
So Drew, what's Drew gonna be picking up in here? Okay, so silvers for Drew will be here in Deku Tree. Also gonna be getting the light medallion. Trying to think.
That'll be about it.
Yeah, that'll be about it. So focusing more on Goradine's side here, seeing if we can find that.
Something I noticed: we don't have a Frogs 2 hint yet. We've seen every other hint in the game looking at the notes sheet, but we don't have a Frogs hint. Damn. Notes sheet, by the way, Kuiper is in the internal text channel.
Oh, that's right, the sheet. Oh god, the godsend.
I didn't realize you weren't on it for a minute, but I figured I might as well point it out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very much a logic-oriented commentator, as mentioned, so I like to have notes so I can remember where was the thing again.
Yeah, me too. I'm all about the technical prowess, right? Totally not about bashing on chickens and screaming and yelling. That's not me. That's not my style, you know.
Totally not.
No. Speaking of screaming and yelling, Boomerang Chest.
Is this
Alright.
the item? Or is it bait? It would be great if it's just bait.
What if it's just boomerang for an item later in the dungeon?
Oh, I will laugh if this is vanilla boomerang. That would be amazing. Alright,
Also-
time to use Rudo's Backslide, the most powerful item in the game.
Oh!
I can hit with it.
Okay. Just use sticks on the last two. Oh, did the other one get away? I thought.
He did, apparently.
Oh.
Not that he hit it, but apparently
Yeah. Has anyone ever trolled you about after doing chicken? No. Luckily, no one is that mean to me. Okay.
Hammer.
All right.
That's the thing. Now, Fire Temple is Way of the Hero. We still can't get there.
We can't get there. Wow. Well,
Now
now.
we are discussing Bolero Way of the Hero. The odds of Bolero being here are going up.
That is true. Oh wow, this actually could be. Yeah, this could be Bolero. Oh my goodness.
Frogs 2 is dead.
Hey, Frogs 2. All right.
Also, what on earth is on the arch? I can't.
Heart piece. That's a heart piece.
All right. So it's the song where the fairy. And the song is Zio.
Zio. Okay.
Of course. Thanks, game.
Fantastic. Definitely still gonna go
Lovely.
check that fairy fountain before you leave, though. So now that gives us access to technically 2 more songs. We can get the song that is normally Sun Song, and if one of our runners wants to go venture into Ice Cavern, they can.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a lot to do, honestly.
Yeah. It's not that. It's honestly not that bad of a play, really.
That sounds hilarious, but I think he'll do Child Spirit after. He's here, might as well. But yeah, he'll do the fairy first, because it's Way of the Hero Colossus, and it's a heart piece, thanks. But yeah, they really don't have much to do. They can't get into Fire Temple, they can't get into Forest Temple, they certainly can't access any of their other dungeons right now. Well, Adult Spirit's a thing, with a bow and Strength 2 and CL. So that's, yeah. Non-completable Spirit of that without a hookshot or fire source or mirror shield.
I guess if you wanted to go for maybe just item density, you could reverse Wasteland, but go out to the fortress.
Fortress's Wave the Hero, you probably want to bonus before you head out there.
Or a way to get to the chest as well, because you don't have that either.
No, and chest access is also Wave the Hero Fire access, so
Oh my goodness.
this seems fun.
Yeah, so far this is very interesting. See, Kinra, I always do Child Spirit. If I get Requiem and Spirit as a medallion, I always do Child Spirit. I never skip it. So, backing up the Goma fight. I don't think there was anything on Goma of note. Nah, I think it's just a recovery heart. Yep. Alright, caught up with dungeon rewards is Drew. See where they elect to go next. Probably out to the desert, I think.
I'd expect so, yeah. Key the first check of Child Spirit, and the second check is... Hey, another bow.
Another bow.
Thanks.
Don't
Not
believe
Bowlock.
that's bow. Yeah, it's not Bowlock, no.
If doesn't really matter, because we've seen a lot of Way of the Hero hints, but just funny to note. So yeah, Spirit's got some items available, but without a fire source or hookshot, there is a hookshot or even hover boots, honestly. There's only so much you can do in here. Or a fire, yeah, hookshot, fire source, and hover. Hookshot slash hover is fire source, and even the Mirror Shield limit what they can do in Spirit Temple here. It's a little dumb.
Drew is going over to... This would be I think an adult cack? A child cack? Or is he going to the river? No, it's the river. Okay.
River. Has Gorodine saved quit yet, by the way? Because I think he wants to be careful with those eye drops. I'm hoping he hasn't. Drew's gonna buy beads at least. Hey!
Oh,
nice.
Hello!
That's not magic lock, by the way.
A lot of these progressive items are not locking each other, which is interesting.
No, because they have projectiles for both ages and access to spirit as both ages with Requiem, so that's pretty available magic. Because, yeah, those two chests are basically one key, projectiles is both ages, and a way in the door is both ages is what you need to get those two chests. Is the most minimal requirements, and we have that. By a lot. Did Gorodine pass in the eye drops? I don't remember. He might have. I don't honestly recall. Alright, map chest is a heart container. You know we were discussing hearts earlier? Yeah, they're fine. Gorodine's at 9.
Oh yeah, they're totally fine.
And Drew's at 8. Drew might be going for Jabu anyway. I mean, it's possible.
That would be Galaxy Brain.
Yeah, I mean, can set for Roars. You're here. There's 2 checks in domain. Not the worst idea. We'll see. I mean, there's just also the fact there's not a whole lot to do when Drew knows it.
Still would like to know where that second Jabu Way of the Hero hint is as well.
Yeah. We've seen all the convenient hints. Probably the Bottlenecks Grotto at this point.
I will say, I don't think Gorodine checked either of the hint stones out in the fountain, which would be a really funny place for that hint to be.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Drew did see the job according to Kirby, because actually,
Did he?
No, Drew did not. So on our commentators page, we can see all of their personal streams. We have no Firelog, Keys, and Spirit, good to know. And Drew does not have Jabu marked off his way here on his tracker, I don't believe. I'm fairly certain that first one is Fire Temple. Oh yeah, Fire Temple, River, Fortress, and Colossus. Yeah, that's not.
I was gonna say, Gorodine have a little bit of trouble here with this broken stick glitch. I think it's preferable to use the Deku shield here. I actually don't think I've ever tried it with the Hylian shield as child. Ooh, the rupees is... Oh man, is Drew gonna make this? Okay, he's got it. He's got it.
Just barely making it.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, Spirit, the Child Spirit's a snooze and a half besides double magic. And the right hand is a boss key. Alright. Spirit is also not long shot locked.
Nope. Plenty of time. Not sweating at all.
Not in the slightest.
So, Gorodine...
Right, going adult for Gorodine, who absolutely does not want to save quit as much as he would like to.
Yeah, hopefully no save... Oh, I really hope they don't. We'll see. I mean, it's gonna be...
It's the rudest of save-ups for this big one, because you're so close, but if you do, you lose those eye drops, and it's much worse to have to go back. And here's this medallion check.
You know, I didn't realize that Gorodine didn't know that job... No way. Wow, Drew actually is just going into... Oh, okay, okay, they're dropping for Roars.
Yeah, so they're probably not getting that hammer, though. I might assume.
This is a pretty... No. Okay.
I mean, it makes sense, because rank chest is slow for one check. It's a good couple of minutes. And, in these settings, currently we have ZL as possible as a way of hero sexy PG. Totally botched that. Brain. Yeah, hammer proofs lock boomerang that could break through. And actually, no, Gordon checked child pedestal, by the way, Kuipers, if you need resistant.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. I was trying to think like, oh, Gordon didn't know that Jabu was a stone. I was like, no, he checked the pedestal as child.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you know that hammer speaking of hammer and boomerang, I will laugh if boomerang is the way of the hero item in Fire Temple.
Oh no. Well, I mean, Drew's got Furore set there, you know. But I mean, he's gonna have to burn it in order to go get the hammer, so maybe he'll reset it. Who knows?
Maybe. I was going to just boost my Star Seed emote again, because this seed is deserving of it at this point.
It's not quite a bullshit seed yet. Not quite.
No, not quite, but it's starting to feel a little bit like it.
It's just starting to just smell a little funny.
Just a bit.
Yeah, not quite there yet. Hovers a mirror shield soon, so our logical first hook shot is on light arrow cutscene.
Can't be because Spirit require both of them require Spirit. Both Shadow and Spirit require a hook shot. There are ways to do so without a hook shot, but they're both really, really dumb.
I think Goradine was practicing hookshotless Shadow before we started. I believe so.
It was, yes.
Yeah, it's very, very hard.
Success was mixed, I think. Yeah, the other thing... Yeah, it's very hard to know. There's at least one key hookshot or hovers locked in Spirit at this point. Because we don't have a lot of keys, actually. There has to be 2 keys on adult side at this point. The first 2 adult checks both have to be keys because they've done all other checks that are not key lock, that are 1 key lock. Song of Time in the Composer Grave is about the last thing he wanted to see.
Ooh, okay, I will say, Gordon didn't get Nocturne?
No,
so he
hasn't been to adult SFM.
Yeah, so probably just gonna go ahead and rush that in the hopes that he gets Epona.
Well, turn in eye drops and then head for adult SFM, yeah. And then go, what do I do now?
Ice Cavern.
It's Ice Cavern or Spirit Temple with no items.
Spirit Temple with no items.
No hookshot or hovers to get the CL lock checks, no mirror shield. Yeah, it's not the greatest thing I've ever seen.
First logical hookshot on the room, on the Silver Rupee room on the right to get a small key on the left. Oh, that's right, it has to be a key.
And actually, that's a good point. Spirit has to be logically hookshot locked beyond because there has to be 2 checks. There has to be first 2 keys in the first 2 checks of adult side. Because the Child Spirit Climb and the Firelock checks were all not keys, so there has to be 2 keys in early adult side.
Bolero is like funny, useless because our adult spawn literally puts us 15 feet from where Bolero puts you in the first place.
You're right, and it's such a this adult spawn is the trolliest thing in the world, especially because Fire Temple is way of the hero. You're so close, but you can't get there. Yeah, I think at this point something almost has to be an Ice Cavern / the well because Spirit Temple's logically hookshot locked, and we don't have anything else to do.
I will say, as far as go mode items go, we are getting like a little closer. We do already have silvers. We're gonna need both hook shots. We have the iron boots already, and we have some way of the heroes that aren't resolved. So yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Well, we only have 2 unresolved way of the heroes, and that's Fire and Fortress. The issue is we currently can't get to either of those way of the heroes, courtesy of the game being stupid. Nice
shot there by Goradine on Child Goran. Ooh, okay.
Hey, Stantia, the seed does look that cursed. Well, we're kind of stuck on progression. We are at least logically looking to be bottlenecked into, we're logically bottlenecked into Ice Cavern, which has been hinted to be storms, and between Ice and Well, there almost has to be something progression there, because we're running out of other things to do. Because Spirit is accessible, but is logically hookshot locked, and our first hookshot is completely MIA right now. There's like some really odds and ends checks, like 10 and 20 skulls, the pot, and Darunia, Greg on 10 skulls. There's not much.
No, nothing is on Chickens Estantia. It was hinted dead. So, haha.
Alright, strength 2 incoming for Gorodin. I mean, it's not necessarily. I don't know how many. Gorodin is the one who's climbed Child Spirit, so Gorodin knows the. I don't know how much Gorodin knows Spirit Key logic, but if he does, he would know to avoid Spirit when he finds a hookshot. It is a sensible play if you don't think too hard about it. Unfortunately, we know that first hookshot can't be in Spirit Temple because, yeah, because I keep forgetting the Compass Chest is hookshot locked. I'll be honest, it's one of those things that doesn't come up very often. That the Compass Chest is hookshot locked in Spirit Temple.
Well, because you don't think about it, because so often you're like, oh yeah, I have a hookshot by that point. Sometimes you have long shot by that point.
Yeah, but nope, it's not. We don't have a single hookshot yet, and that is one of our 2 keys to logically get anywhere else in Spirit Temple. Mind you, climbing Spirit beyond that wouldn't be all that useful either, because you could get the. I think, yeah, you're pretty much stuck in Spirit without more keys. Strength 2 for Gorodin, because you don't have hookshot or hovers to get the main room chests, and you need a key to go past that, which you can't get without hookshot or hovers. Yeah. Spirit's useless if you try. I don't know if anyone will, but Spirit is useless if you try going in there, because you're gonna get you're gonna get locked out by Hook. Great seed. Great seed. As Gorodin finds a fortress wave here, which we can't do. No opponents, no hookshot, and no hovers.
Yep, Drew is definitely going ice. And I think this is, between the 2 plays, you're going here or you're going bottom of the well, and because of the fortress wave, the hero,
you need to go here to go to well.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right, yeah. Between that, you have to go here first, so.
Yeah, there's like nothing else to do.
Where is Epona's?
Probably stuck behind water temples?
So that means the fortress, speaking of hovers, okay.
Okay, that's something. Doesn't save us from Spirit Temple right now, but that'll be useful eventually. That gets us into Fire Temple.
Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes?
Drew, because Drew did, that sucks for Drew, because Drew didn't have ZL.
No.
Oh no, that's real bad for Drew.
That feels bad. So that's going to be Fire Temple for Gorodin.
Oh
which,
no.
Which, by the way, doesn't even have that much available without a wallet or Gorog tunic, which we don't have either. Alright, irons for Gorodin, who is gonna see that. Yeah.
He didn't get the irons.
He did. Oh no, did he not talk to Big Goron again?
He did. Gorodin, you need to talk to Big Goron again.
Hello.
Gorodin, look at your.
It's not on his D-pad.
Gorodin, look at your HUD.
Hello.
Look at your HUD. You only have 1 pair of shoes. You only have 1 pair of shoes, Gorodin. Go back. There's Stitch Fire. Oh my gosh.
Well, Drew can't use that because he doesn't have hookshot or hover boots.
Oh no.
Gorodin did see the Big Goron hit. He turned in the eye drops, and then, forgot to talk to Big Goron. Gorodin, that just feels bad.
Okay, so, real quick. I believe, given what we have found so far, there's a pretty good chance Hookshot 1 is in fire, right?
There's a solid chance, yeah. It's that or the well going. We're starting to run out of other things to do. I hope Borodine remembers to claim it on his way out, otherwise he's gonna feel like a doof. Nice light arrows.
Nice light arrows.
Hookshot 1 can be in Shadow Temple, yes. Now, good point from Kari. Nah, we're not gonna do that. I mean, C4, that just feels bad for Borodine, though. I hope he realizes that he forgot. And he's gonna go get the song from Minuet first.
I mean, Gorodine's gonna realize it when they try to go to Ice Cavern. Like, wait a minute.
Oh no, you can still get to Ice Cavern. Kari hovers around the D&T area.
Nice Mito skip there without use of the bow. Yeah, so fairy fountains are proving to be pretty powerful this seed. 2 really good items locked behind fairy fountains. Well, I guess not locked behind the fairy fountain, but we had the one. Whoop. Okay. Had hovers. I can't. Which
hey,
oh my. Okay, so hookshot has to be in fire. I don't know what else it could be.
Hookshot could be in shadow or the well. There's a few spots for it. Could be in shadow, fire, or the well. Keep in mind, Kuiper, we don't have a Goron Tunic or a wallet for Fire Temple.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's gross. It's gross, but it's true.
Well, we need both hookshots. Is the honest answer to this point. Yes, we will that mirror shield and inspire.
Is that bomb shoes? What is that? Yeah, what is that? Was that bomb shoes in there?
We don't actually know. Yeah, our OoT wallet is in Shadow Temple, which is great.
What are we Oh, Big Goron sword.
Oh, that's a BGS. Nice.
That's worth getting. Okay, please, list
actually,
Goro.
You mentioned that Fire Temple isn't launched because the Shadow Temple floor master wallet is unlocking.
Hey, Epona.
No, it's not. We don't have a wallet. We don't have a hookshot to back to Shadow. Epona song in the crater. There it is. So yeah, the Shadow Temple wallet is hookshot locked. So if we're on Earth, the first hookshot is what? Okay, I was gonna say what's that? We need both hooks, and that's it. No mode, actually, which is pretty funny. The issue is we need both hookshots. We do have 2 missing wave heroes, which are probably the 2 hookshots, but you never know.
One of them could always be Boomerang.
Yes, they could. If someone mentioned Boomerang and Hammer Chest earlier, that would be funny.
I'm pretty sure if Boomerang ends up... Like, if you're ever doing a seed where Boomerang ends up in Hammer Chest, I'm pretty sure Hamster just, like, appears in chat.
Lol. I mean, Forrest probably won't find a way unless the Fortress Wave of Heroes and Wallet allow to make what you can be at this point, for something in Deep Fire. Like, it's probably Forrest is not at this point. It's technically possible, but it's unlikely at this rate.
Kinra, I was actually going to suggest Lens as well.
Alright, so there is 1 check left in Ice Cavern, plus Storms, which leads to a bunch of stuff. Mind you, Fire Temple could be just for a wallet for itself. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, it could.
We do not have a Zora Tunic. I don't think they much care, because once we do know where 1 wallet is, Shadow Master Suspender. There's a vanilla boss key.
Wow. Of course, Fire Temple is so funny, where if it's way the hero, you will get your boss key almost immediately. It's so crazy how that happens so often. Anything else in Ice Cavern?
Nope. No. Yeah, this seed continues to be a little bit stupid. A
little bit stupid, but also, like, kind of a jet seed? I mean, when you really consider the fact that we're only missing 2 go mode items an hour in.
Yeah, the issue is our 2 go mode items are 2 hook shots.
Both hook shots, yeah.
Which is the hilarious part. And
Oh.
we're still working out where is our first hook shot anyway, as we have Lovagia here for Gorodine, and Drew's off to Fun Freeze King Zora. I have faith Gorodine can do it. He's still got some chews left. I think he's still got a couple chews, and Gorodine is capable of doing Lovagia in 54 seconds.
Still really nervous for Drew, given the fact that they don't know about the Jabu way of the hero.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they now have a 2-item advantage over Gorodine right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice huge rupee.
King Zora, not our thing. Where's the Jabu way of the hero? Power Castle. Alright, Drew is gonna get locked out of Battle Spirit now. Probably. Drew doesn't know that he's gonna get locked out of Battle Spirit because he didn't climb Spirit Temple, but we know he's gonna get pretty hard locked out of here pretty quick. Icy Waters was hinted to be dead. Alright, we're gonna ignore Drew for the next like 5 minutes.
I was gonna say, Drew probably peaked it. And I mean, they have iron boots, so very good chance that they just dropped down, checked what it was, and then swam back up.
Hey, Drew! Yep, Drew remembered I can't actually go in there. I don't have a hook shot for it.
See what was bombs as well, so.
Alright, Lovagia was just a recovery heart, and Gorodine is going right back in. Alright. There's only 2 checks left in here, which don't necessarily have to be keys. Oh no, one of them has to be a key, the other might be a thing. Oh, and actually that's a bloopy in that chest. I could have sworn it was a key. I might have miscounted someplace. Whoops.
You're gonna be a little... I mean, eventually, they're gonna run out of things to do in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what check did I forget that can have a small key, because I thought those were both small keys on Adel's side, but that's not a key.
I'm not sure.
I'll figure it out once you see more keys.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing here. I'm just a little confused as to what thing I managed to screw up in key spirit key logic, because I thought I had it sorted out, but apparently I forgot some check that can have our second or our third small key. Oh,
there's the small key.
Well, that's 3 key. That's our 4th key, Kuiper.
Oh, it's the okay, alright, 4th key, okay. I also lost count of our keys.
Fire Temple, Lava Room, Open Chest Reserves.
Gorodine should be okay?
Hopefully,
Hearts, please? Oh boy. How much time are they gonna have coming out of here? I think, should be enough time, I think, to get up the elevator?
I hope so. Alright, and that's another small key. So that's it for logical checks in Fire Temple without a wall to hook shot.
32 seconds to traverse these rooms. Oh boy.
That's gonna be tight.
Is he... Oh, he's trying to farm for hearts. Okay. Nope. Not that Keese. See if, how long Gorodine's gonna commit to this. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it. He's gonna need at least maybe another heart or 2.
Yeah.
And, okay, you could probably try it now. That should be enough. Get you up to 40 seconds. Yeah.
Drew is continuing in Spirit Temple. This we know to be useless. I guess I must have missed a small key someplace because I know I managed to misplace where things were.
I mean, it's safe to bet that Drew's gonna go here as child anyway.
Other than double magic. Oh, there was a key in Child Climb. I somehow missed that. That explains that. Whoops. We're fine on logic, I just can't count. But Spirit is nonetheless hookshot locked because the third key that you logically need to get further is in Compass Chest. Drew can go further, doesn't mean he'll actually find much of anything. It doesn't mean he'll find his first logical hookshot. He might find something in here, but he might find Longshot in here. The odds of that aren't particularly good in the remaining wave cures. We'll see.
I do think it is pretty funny that there's a chance that this Way of the Hero in Fire Temple is actually for Longshot on Pierre.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
That's something that is not lost on me yet. So there's a chance Gorodin can get all the way through here and still not find it.
Yeah. Shout out to the Gorodin, by the way, getting through without failing the timer. Nice done. Nice glitchless jump to go with it.
That is awesome. That's really cool.
Gorodin just had some excellent execution this race.
Very.
Yeah, Gorodin is now out of logic, keep in mind. This is not the Amiga Tunic or a wallet. And, our first hookshot is still missing. As stupid as that sounds.
I do think I'm of the belief that logical first hookshot is probably on the Way of the Hero for Gerudo Fortress.
Probably at this point we have Avodas and hovers. It could honestly be the Wasteland.
I still can't believe Gorodin doesn't have irons. Like, it's so funny to me.
He'll remember eventually. Thankfully, it's not. It's a good thing for Gorodin is he has both Serenade and the Sea Warp, so it's not bad to get back to Goron. It just feels bad.
Yeah.
Hi, Kokiri Sword. That's not
nice
it.
Kokiri Sword.
Yeah, that is not it, since this is Open Deku.
If this was Blitz settings, everyone would be like, oh no.
But in this case, nope, we're just gonna...
Yo, Way of the Hero butter knife, yep.
Alright, map test. Watch it, alright, what is this? As Drew is now severely out of logic in Spirit Temple. And that's a boomerang!
Wait, dude! Wait! No way! Are you kidding me? Oh my god! Alright, if you're... Okay, Gorodin... Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay, so Hammer did... Oh wow, Hammer locked Boomerang? Hammer locked Boomerang, dude! Star, how, man? How? How did you do it? I can't believe that.
There's a genuine chance first hookshots on Baronade, yes.
God. Star, are you on drugs? I feel like you have to keep going though. Like you can't just.
Oh, you absolutely have to. You can't assume it's the Boomerang of all things to go back to Jabu.
Oh,
that's amazing.
How, dude? Watch it be Woth for Pierre afterwards. At the very least, Gorodin knows about the hint. Like, Drew has no clue about that really stupid back and forth that they're potentially gonna have to do.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is just great.
Also, Drew crossing the wasteland, unable to do anything over here other than go into GTG. I guess they'll get the wasteland check, sure. Also very smart here. Wow, okay, the simultaneous spell cast.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
Alright, this could, by the way, genuinely be our first hook shot. Yep. And Gordian decides he's out of here. Interesting. Does not want to continue Fire Temple without, huh? I would say setting Scarecrow made sense if he had a hook shot, but he doesn't actually have a hook shot.
Oh my god, the double dip of Jabu and fire. Oh, that's hilarious.
And I am actually going to load up the S command now, so give me a couple minutes. It's going to take me a sec.
Oh no, you type that out, and you type it out and be proud of it. Wow, opponent can go all the way over here on the, Yeah, Way of the Hero Fortress, I think at this point is the right thing to do. Yes! That is possible. Think of Scarecrow as just like... It doesn't count as like a check in Lake Hylia. Right, exactly. Think of it the way Kinra is explaining it. Like, even though you pick up Skull Mask in the market, you're not given an item for Skull Mask in the market. Also, nice bottle down there.
Nice bottle on the crate, yeah.
So these are some, I think these are field checks we haven't seen. I doubt these are going to be anything. I am of the opinion that we're not going to see much until we see what this Fortress Way of the Hero is. And that will very likely give us a hook shot, which will give us access to 2 more dungeons that can be completed between our 2 runners.
Alright, here's a okay, there's a wait here command, and here's a BS command.
Yo, nice gold, nice golds.
Sure.
Nice golds.
Sure. More stuff we don't need.
Mirror is in ice, and Din's is outside of ice.
Yep.
So, very specific locations are very, very dense in this seed. Not a lot of spread out stuff, aside from these stupid hook shots.
Oh my god, right?
Also, I love the foolish hints. They're so funny.
That boomerang was hammerlocked. You needed the key from the boss key loop to get further.
Uh-huh. You sure did. I hope that
those foolishes are amazing.
I hope that Gordian goes into this grotto and realizes, wait a minute, I don't have iron boots. Nope, never mind.
I mean, they're not too bad to get back to, mercifully. The only issue is he does actually have them marked off on his personal tracker. It might take him. I think he'll end up going to Water Temple before he notices. I kind of hope for his sake gold skills available. It's not much of a time loss. It's only like a minute or 2 to go back, but it's still funny. It's a little sad. Alright, right side of GPG is not proving to be all that helpful. I love this mirror shield, by the way, for Drew. I love this purple he's got going.
The purple's pretty nice on the mirror shield.
I see one is hinted at. I doubt Gordy notices.
Yeah, it's hinted dead on top of that as well. Goradin's very likely not going to notice until they go to water.
Yeah, it's thankfully not a long time loss. Your save orb's in Crater and they have Serenity to get back to water. It just feels bad more than anything else. Oh, Hammer Rocks and choose.
The thing is, C-Force, if I'm Goradin, I'm not going to GTG. I'm getting this hook shot. I'm going to beat Shadow and Spirit before I do that.
Well, he can't beat Shadow, but he might with Spirit.
Oh,
and
that's
we
right,
don't even know if
this
this is a hook shot. But by the way, we still don't know if there's a hook shot in Fortress 2. It could be the goodness hacking Wallet.
Look, if it's Wallet, I'm gonna be offended if it's Wallet. Oh, gonna be dropping down here to check the waterfall.
But yeah, with the way of the heroes being unresolved, you have GTG right now.
It might actually be a while for Goradin to go Ice Cavern as well. They're picking up whatever this is, unless they couldn't see it.
Might not be able to see it. We'll see. Yeah, there is all the essential pillar, but at this point, what is
just bombs.
Just a bomb refill. Just blow yourself up, bro.
Yeah, just blow yourself up.
Might as well use the get bomb refill to blow himself up a little faster, even. Not too bad.
Yeah, Drew,
you killed the Wall Master.
Drew, you killed the Wall Master. The Wall Master doesn't respawn. Drew, Drew, you have to leave the room. Oh no, Drew, you killed the Wall Master doesn't respawn. You have to leave. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, our runners are having a great time with this scene.
I was wondering, like, when the Wallmaster dropped down behind him and he killed it, I was like, why did he kill him?
Yeah.
I don't think he respawns.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. I do feel a little bad for laughing at the runners. Also, oh my goodness.
It's funny though. It's you're laughing because it's just goofy.
These guys are having a great time with this.
It's a great time.
I'm having a great time commentating this scene.
Here we go. Here it comes. And all right, we got it. All right, chat. What do you think will be the Fortress way of the hero? Will it be a hookshot? Will it be a wallet? What will it be?
A Goron tunic.
Will it be a Goron? That would be horrible.
I would laugh. By the way, shoutouts to our two runners. Do some shoutouts to them in a while. Shoutouts to our two runners, Drew and Gorodin, Shinako commentator Piper, and to our two trackers, Merle and the Alan Heffley. Oh god, it could be a lens. That would be funny.
Yeah, that was beat. Lens would be pretty bad. I will say though, at the very least, if it's lens, you're like, okay, I'll just go do the lens minigame, right? Like,
yeah. It is most likely our first object, don't get me wrong. It could be something else.
Natasha being a little more optimistic. Yeah, you totally... I feel like if you're Goradin, you totally ignore GTG at the current moment. Something Magnus hitting us up with the clips. I like both of them. It's pretty good.
Alright. So, Drew is finding another key. By and large, we know that GTG is probably useless, so I'm not paying much attention to the keys here. Nicely done on the fortress roof here for Gorodin.
Yeah, very nice.
Doesn't even stop, just keeps on going and gets right across to find a red ruby. Nice.
Alright. So, Epona
is required to go check out who's on HVA.
Mm-hmm.
Drew hasn't even found any like items, like not even a bomb bag or anything. And oh, fire arrows. Thanks.
Nice fire arrows.
And not much. I mean, we've seen most items in of the game. We're seeing what? A couple slingshots, bottles, gold scale, lens. Not much. I mean, Gorodin, we'll see. What Gorodin does after this depends on what he gets on HP. Gorodin did Gorodin set his scarecrow on his way out of the lake? Because I don't remember.
I don't think so. I don't think they've set it as child.
Good fair point actually, because it's Foolish Lake.
Hey, a hook shot.
And
a Zora tunic! Are you kidding me? I can't believe this scene, dude.
That's
You're like, yay, a hook shot. Oh, a Zora tunic.
Long shot can't be even water. Yes, that's an amazing one.
Can it be though? Given the fact that we now have a boomerang in Fire Temple? What would that require?
Well, actually, that's a fair point, because you know that we are only out of logic by the Goron tunic, and that can't be rank locked. So yeah. Yeah, Guardian's doing GTG because he doesn't know that Dins is setting up the iceberg for him. And he also doesn't have gold skill. Oh boy, what's this clip?
With the Zora tunic.
Ah, yeah.
Kind of curious to know where the Goron tunic actually is.
Same, honestly. No.
Also, both of our runners high-fiving here in GT. They're on opposite sides of... There's the lens! So it can't be lens.
Yeah, Lens and GTG. Nice game.
Really starting to chip away at what this last little, back and forth between Fire and John. What a weird set of dungeons to be going back and forth in between.
I know, right?
It's just great. so goofy.
This scene's amazing. And here's the thing, now that these guys are particularly close to go mode, Drew's got to go find hover boots, which might be a hot minute. Grodin's still missing iron boots, unfortunately, and needs to go to Ice Cavern, more or less.
Honestly, depending upon how long it takes Gorodin to go to Ice Cavern, if Drew can either get those hover boots or potentially find that other Jabu hint, wherever the heck it is, this race could all of a sudden become really close.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, this is still too much up in the air to call right now as far as the race goes. It's a really dumb seed, I'll say that much. Oh yeah, we can float through Shadow. The boomerang is in logic with that hookshot because we can get to the back of Shadow for that wall on Floormaster that was hinted.
I think we could full clear Spirit as well in full logic.
We can, yes. We have ZL and hookshot and mirror style one. Ah, nicely hit Foolish Hit in Valley. Lovely game. Yeah, GTG makes sense for Grodin. Still missing enough stuff. It's logical, just we know it's not much.
He's clean.
Well, it's an item, but we know it's not much of anything for the toilet today.
I mean, Gordon could claim he's checked the Goron. He doesn't have iron boots on. I can't believe he's looked at his HUD and been like, wait. Like, it's on the screen all the time. It's so funny.
Yeah, the Fire Wave, the hero cannot be bait. We've got both tunics. Flig is foolish, so it can't be a scale.
This is where Drew goes here.
It's either in Jabu or it's in Deeper Fire.
Yeah.
We mentioned Longshot on Pierre. That's a thing. That's a possibility. Drew, by the way, is gonna go check out Len's game in the well, I think, here. Which makes sense. We just know Longshot won't be here. I really hope Drew gets that Jabu Wave the hero hint now, and then he's gonna be mad about the hammer.
Oh, sure is. He did drop for roars in there, so I think from that point, I think you just warp to spirit. Nope.
I hope he checks the ferry. The ferry is what gonna send him to the hint, but I don't know if he'll check the ferry. I hope he does. I'll find out.
Another
Nice
bottle.
On Richard. I will update the BS command to comment on Hookshot and the Zora tunic on HBA. That was great.
Oh, okay, Drew will be getting the hint. Go ahead there right now. So here it is. So Drew's not going to be too far behind, because Drew's going to do this, probably warp immediately to Requiem, go in there, see that hammer, go over and beat Fire Temple. Yeah, after he checks this fairy fountain. As Goradine is just going through a effectively barren GTG.
Yeah, and here's the updated wave here, a BS command, including the HBA comment.
I like the double entendre of BS. That could be bullshit or blame star.
Actually,
I'm a fan of that.
Did Drew not save the lens? He might not have, actually. Fair point.
Oh yeah, maybe not.
And he's playing Nocturne. That might be his fastest way to Jabu, actually, because he... Oh, nope. He's going to the well anyway.
Jabu Wath, I mean, he's probably thinking it's...
He knows there's a solid chance it's a tunic. He has no hook shots in sight. And it's still curious that he's going to the well. Maybe he might be going to the well for Ors, too, actually, is another point.
I mean, you could be going to... I mean, it's certainly faster to just go into Spirit Temple, so maybe it's a, you know, clear out the bottom of the well, then just Furores out of the well?
That's possible, yes.
Yeah. And Goradine giving a lot of time back to Drew because they are full clearing GTG.
That scene I thought was just hilarious. It isn't... If you... Here's the thing, too. So, Drew followed the more logical things of chasing out Ice Cavern. Gorodine found Hoverns instead of the DMT Ferry. And, like, both of those things individually led to a bunch of stuff to do. And and each branch, because, like, those two branches has led to wildly divergent paths, and between the two, you do get all of your items. It's just a matter of doing both of those things, which is hard to do because you're going to do one or the other. Those hover boots have sent Goradine off on a completely different path from Drew.
It did net him that logical first hook shot, though, so a little bit of an advantage. If you had to pick between the two of who probably did the more optimal thing, I think it's Goradine, even though Drew stayed in logic and kind of followed that path and obviously got paid out for it, because we don't know when Goradine is ever going to go back and do Ice Cavern, so...
Yeah, he's currently playing Requiem, so he's going to go clear Adult Spirit.
There's the Goron.
Hey, there's a two. There's a two. In the well, thanks, game.
Still, though, that it's going to eliminate a potential thing that Drew might be thinking, maybe it's just a tunic in Goron, or in Jabu. Well, now it can't be.
Nope. Goradine has not gotten his boots. Oh yeah, no, Devin. The longshot has to be either deeper in Fire Temple or it's in deeper in Jabu. I personally hope it's deeper in Jabu. Actually, that's an idea for a prediction. Where is that longshot? Deeper in Fire or deeper in Jabu? It's one or the other.
Yeah, it's literally a 50-50, so you could do a prediction in chat.
It's honestly about the same on the number of checks, too. There's 3 left in Jabu, there's what, 4 in Fire?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, no, there's probably less in fire actually, because I think it's missing a couple of keys. No,
it can't be.
Leave the hero for something.
Yeah,
it's either the boomerang or long shot. It can't be anything else.
Kinra, I honestly think probably. I mean, after they beat Spirit, I mean, there's a chance you go there next because I mean they don't have Dins, and you're not going to be able to beat this temple because you don't have Mirror Shield. So probably after Spirit Temple.
Alright, by the way, here's a prediction, chat. Where is that long shot? Deep fire or back to Java we go. It's one or the other, we've seen everything else. Yeah, I see, because that appears to be something. Nice bow on next to your hand.
Yo, on Steve! Steve had a bow, hell yeah.
No, Lake is foolish, it can't be gold scale.
I don't know what idea I like more. The boomerang bait or that it's actually a boomerang. Like both
right?
both options are so good.
I know, it's great.
I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to put your predictions in. I'll see what direction I want to go.
Yeah, I gave it 5 minutes on the prediction, which is plenty.
It's plenty because we're not going to see either of those locations for quite a bit.
Yeah. Like, I did not count how many keys Gordine found in fire. He quit after, he quit at the standing next to the pier, basically. Hey. So there's like a good couple. There's like 3 or 4 checks left in fire, I think. I'm not sure the exact amount. Like, a couple items left in there, a couple items left in Jabu. It's either even or close to even on number of items in each, so it's honestly almost an exact 50-50 technically. I'd say the 50-50 or like 40-60 or something.
I'm pretty sure that they were key locked. I seem to remember them not having a small key, so I think there might be a key on Pierre.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. I was not paying attention to fire keys. That's entirely possible.
Yeah, I think there's a key on Pierre.
Yeah, Gordy needs to go over to Ice Cavern at some point eventually, to get Dins off the iceberg and Mirror Shield from Ice Cavern. Here's the other thing, he needs to get Dins and not bail. He might do that too, because Shadow's got a bunch of stuff in it. Eponos was in the crater, they started with Saria's song.
I don't think you bail based on the idea that Song of Storms is in Ice Cavern, but yeah, that is a good yeah, it's a good point though that there is potential there that Gordine could go hyper aggressive and just bail after getting Dins.
It is possible. I mean, here's the thing, like, they both have a couple owners all the way to here, and they're also missing a good couple items. Like, Drew's short a hammer. He has no idea that
he's about to find it.
Drew's gonna be distinctly unhappy, because he said that for Wars like an hour ago.
Mm-hmm. What? That target's a little goofy there.
Yep.
I'm just wondering if Goradine is gonna go ice after this. I mean, we could see the fabled Stone Forest play.
It's not the worst idea I've ever heard, but I hope not.
Which, by the way, if somehow Baronade does have the long shot, that is 2 of the bosses of the Stone Dungeons having progressive items. So, is it actually National Video Games Day? Is that actually a thing?
Is that? I don't know, Kuiper.
Is that a thing? If so, that's pretty pog. Alright, I think I know what my prediction's gonna be. I think I know.
I am staying impartial so I can resolve the prediction.
I'm going all in on Deep Fire. I think the boomerang.
Nice.
I think the boomerang is a bait. I think the boomerang is just a stupid. Really. Oh, speaking of stupid, Gordon falling down the wall climb.
Ouch.
Yeah, really a wonky hitboxes there as you climb up. I thought they were going to be able to make it. Mountain Fairy for hovers. I think that's going to be a long time. Like, Drew may never find those.
No, Alka, it has to be either Boomerang 4 Longshot or Longshot's just sitting in Hammer Chest, pretty much.
Yeah, there is an actual chance that the game just spat the boomerang out into Fire Temple. It's entirely possible. Dropping furores again. Also, what's up, Drew? How are you? And
here's the hit hammer. Drew? Yeah, I was gonna say, Drew, where are you going? You don't have boomerang.
yeah, that just confirmed it. We are small key locked in Fire Temple.
No, Alka, you cannot get that boomerang with that hammer because there was a small key in hammer locked. That was required to get higher. I've been keeping track.
This is not Master Quest Randomizer, no. Oh man, is Gordon gonna realize? Is Gordon gonna realize they don't have irons? Go up and talk to Bigoron again? Nope.
Yeah, Gordon got hookshot locked out of Fire Temple, we think.
Well, they were hookshot locked. Now they're small key locked. Pierre has a small key that you need to progress.
Yep.
Which means you gotta go over and talk to the Scarecrow as child, and then talk to it again as adult. Oh, this might be an Ice Cavern play, though.
That's good for your Gordon.
They just realized... Look at... He tried to do the quick swim with the iron boots. That was so good.
Yeah, alright, he realizes. I'm just glad it's not a large time sink.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, poor Gordon. I'm just glad it's not a humongous time sink. It just feels bad.
Yeah, you're not wasting that much time doing this.
No, I think Drew ended up wasting a similar amount of time by doing the double dip at Jabu at this point, so I think it's about a net 0, I think.
Yeah.
On that front. Yeah, it's like a 2 minutes, not much. Yeah, that save orbit's really fast. We finally already have 4 orbits, I can't say I'm surprised.
Have we really? Yep, we have.
You were just like, nope, I really don't feel like finding out what the heck this first hookshot is. Yeah,
Yep,
Drew getting is a useless gold gauntlets. And he's gonna find out that it's a boomerang, question mark, hello, in Fire Temple, and... Actually, no, Drew still can't get to Fire Temple, come to think of it, he doesn't have hookshot or hover boots. Yeah,
oh my god. Oh my god. That's right!
Drew still can't get into Fire.
Which
so
prevents you
from
getting
his hovers now. He's running out of things to do.
Yeah.
Because he can't get in. Oh my god. He has to get them soon. He doesn't have much left to do without a hookshot. As dumb as that's it. Or hover boots, because he can't get into Fire.
It's just really unfortunate from a routing standpoint when he decided to turn in the claim check.
Yeah, it made sense. Like, his routing was made up.
Oh,
They've both made perfectly sensible routing. It just hasn't worked out either way.
okay. This looks like This looks pretty promising, though.
No, he has. I mean, what else is he able to do, honestly, Kuiper? He can't go to his dungeons without a hookshot.
Yeah, that's true.
Or hover boots. He's kind of stuck. Hookshot is on HPA, Don, is the funny thing. Where does his hinted way into hero? Opponent is in crater, locked behind those hover boots. The other hookshot's either in deep fire or in Jabu behind the boomerang, which is behind the hammer in Jabu. It's great.
Yep, Drew's about to get him out of this fire fairy fountain.
Yep.
Which Drew was up at the top here about, I don't know how long ago, about an hour ago.
It's probably been like an hour at this point, yeah. More than that, I think. Alright, hover isn't coming for Drew, who's probably going to be a bit mad. Din's fire here for Gordine. Like, they've both made perfectly sensible plays. Gordine, who's also forgotten the ice water scent. Drew has now found his hovers. Gordine, please don't go with Dins.
I just don't think you do.
Din, you want the BS, not the full word, because I forgot to delete the other one that you just used. There it is. So yeah, welcome into this nonsense. Horseback archery is what HPA is. There's the other Jabu way of the hero hit the Drew.
Jabu way hero.
And
nice.
Another slingshot.
What a good spot.
Great.
You needed to go. Okay. You needed Rudo's letter to get that hint.
Yeah, you did. Thanks, game.
Thank you.
Oh, and Drew's okay, Gordian's placing Furores in ice, so at least he can get back there. He'll probably go back once he finishes Shadow, I think. Because he doesn't have much else to do anyway. He's not going to find anything in Shadow, so he'll kill you back, I think. It's great, good sure. This seems hilarious.
Insane bottleneck that we went through.
It's really
It's so good. I'm saying we're about to have a bunch of barren temples.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we've seen most everything, and we know where Longshot, what the two places Longshot has to be. So, we've got some time to kill. And I need to step away for a minute. I'll be back.
There's the Epona song. So now I think Drew is likely just gonna go ahead, do Fire Temple first. End up finding that boomerang, which could cause a triple dip into Jabu for Drew, which is, oh boy, that is not a fun time. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah, this makes total sense. Yeah, absolutely. Clear out the Gerudo Fortress way of the hero. Yep. Do HB. This is actually really nice for Drew, because now Drew can actually get this hook shot, save quit, and be right outside of Fire Temple again. Oh. The boomerang is not hammer-locked? Really? The key in Fire Dancer is a spare. Alright, well, Alkaline, I believe Star had to step away for a moment. So, you have to share that again when Star comes back.
Alright, I am back. Anything funny in Shadow?
No, but Alkaline has, if you want to scroll up in chat, a interesting discovery has been made.
Oh, the boomerang is not ring locked? Interesting. Is that hammer lock? That's fun. So Longshot has to be in Shadow then, thank you. I could have sworn that the key
In Jabu.
Lovely. Yeah, I thought that boomerang was hammer locked because of the way the keys were, but apparently not. Never mind. Fun! Thanks, Alka. Good seed.
So does that mean that... I mean, it doesn't give us confirmation of where the long shot is, though, right? It can still be in either location, right?
Yeah, it's true, because, that's... Because hammer... Oh, let's see. Well, Zelda has to be able to hear the hammer anyway because Fire Temple is required, so that doesn't say much.
Right. Basically, what I'm saying is it could still be either location that the long shot is in. Yeah.
Yeah, Buska's villain fire, Elijah was junk. But yeah, no, the fact of the matter is still that Jabu is confirmed able to hear for the hammer anyway, even if Rang is not hammer locked, because Fire Temple's medallion. That does not change the fact that Fire Temple can still be Wave Hero for long shot and the boomerang. That has not changed.
Whoop.
Doesn't matter, Alka, because Fire Temple's required. Hammer is A of the hero because it locks a medallion dungeon. Hammer is here because it locks a medallion dungeon. It doesn't have to lock anything else, it just requires that it locks a medallion dungeon.
It's possible, Dat.
It's possible. It is possible. Yeah, it still can be one or the other. Whether or not Boomerang is hammer lock ultimately does not matter.
It's definitely. Well, here's the thing.
It's either Rang locks long shot or long shots and fire. It's one or the other.
Yeah, it's one or the other. It's in one of those two locations.
Yes, because the Jabu way of the hero is resolved, guaranteed with the hammer. There might be a second item, there might not. We don't know. The Fire Temple is the unresolved one. It could be the boomerang, it could be the long shot. We do not know. That is why I had prediction going as to whether or not. Actually, I'm not sure how many items we have left. I'm not sure how many keys we have left in Fire, because I still am not counting. Okay, that's 2 for Drew. Let's keep track now, because I fail at counting. How many keys does Drew find? There are 8 total, and we need to know how many checks. We know there's one up here. I've always struggled with Fire Temple keys, unfortunately, so I don't remember how many keys you need to get to Pierre. I think Jabu might have more items. It's close between the two, honestly.
I think you need 5 small keys to get to Pierre. Because it's the first one in the main room, it's the 2 to get up, and then it's 2 more? I think you need 5.
Okay, 5. Right, that sounds about right. So Pierre is the 6th, and then between Compass, Hammer, and highest Goron, there's 2 keys in 1 item, I think. Yeah, there's a higher chance it's in, yeah, I think there's a higher chance that long shots in Jabu, but it could be that final item in Fire then. I'm really bad at I know Spirit keys really well, but I absolutely fail Fire keys for some reason. I just can't.
It's funny too because like Spirit Temple key logic is like crazy. Fire Temple's just like, you know, let's just count.
Yeah.
But I'm the same way, honestly. Fire Temple keys, I always lose track.
I think for me, one of the big things is just that I have a really, really, really bad sense of direction, and Player Company does not do any good with it. So I cannot keep track of the layout very well. Because I don't play OoT a whole lot myself, so I don't actually remember Player Company's layout too well. And I just... And between that and that key, my sense of direction can't do it. Like, Spirit Temple's layout is actually very simple, comparatively. Player Temple, brain. My brain just does not seem to handle it well. It's linear, but I just can't visualize it mentally for some reason.
It's hard because there's so many, like, double key-locked areas you kind of lose track.
Yeah, and there's all these, like, side rooms and whatnot. I just really struggle with Player Temple for some reason.
Drew.
Water Forest is another one. It's linear, but because of all the side areas and the court. Like, I know the courtyards fairly well, but the rest of Forest Temple tends to trip me up fairly badly. Water I kind of know. It's, like, spirits. Like, it's just my sense of direction that really kills me, honestly. Also, yeah, Drew getting cold over yeah. 52 hours, everyone, for that matter. This has been an entertaining 2 hours. Shout out to both of our runners, Drew and Gorodine, to my co-commentator Kuiper, and to our two trackers, Merle and Dan Hepley.
Hey, that's me. Oh, we have 4 forfeits now. Uh-oh. Sorry, Azad.
Yeah.
Wait, who do we have? Okay, I saw... That's weird. Okay.
We don't need to call out specific people.
No, I wasn't calling out specific people. It was like my race room, like I pulled it up and I was seeing every name like 2 times. It was weird.
Oh, yeah, race time can be a little funny at times. Yeah, happy 2 hours. It's been an entertaining 2 hours. I'm not surprised no one's finished this season.
You know, here's the thing. If you... Depending on when you get ZL and how soon you rush Ice Cavern, this seed's not too bad. It really isn't.
The thing is, rushing Ice Cavern sends you off in a direction that's not your hover boots, which are right next to the Goron, and then if you miss your hover boots, you're stuck with that, which is where Drew's at. Grodin got hovers and skipped Ice Cavern, and then between the two, they've done completely different things.
Yeah, you would really have to make that crazy call of like, okay, let me go get ZL, let me go clear out some areas around the crater and stuff, and then after you get those hovers...
You either get hovers and chase that, or you get ZL and go Ice Cavern and chase that. It's hard to do. You can't really do both, practically.
Right. Yeah, because you definitely, at the point we were at, when both of these runners got those hover boots, like, okay, probably hookshot chilling over in Gerudo Fortress, so let me just go push that.
Yeah, so you traipse on over there, and then you chase hookshot for a whilst if you go Ice Cavern, you get Mirror, you get Dins, you go to the well, then you do that, and between the two you get some fun.
Yes, Goro did set Furores in Ice Cavern. So. Again, we still do not know how deep this long shot's going to be.
Yep, Mirror Shield is in Ice Cavern, which Gordon does have Mirror Shield. Mirror Gordon is Furore Setney, so I hope he goes back to Ice after this. It's a good idea just because he doesn't have a ton else to do.
I will say I do think that there's a chance Goro will bail again on Ice after he finds that Mirror Shield, because at that point he's thinking, okay, I have this somewhat unresolved way of the hero because of the whole Fire Temple Jabu stuff, so I don't very little chance I'm gonna need Song of Storms at this point, but...
Yeah, like, yeah. The thing is, too, like, we've gotten the logic pretty well analyzed, but it's hard to analyze logic in the middle of a race, so we don't know what their understanding of the seed's max logic is. Yeah, I would bail on Mirror, but also I don't know how well Gorodine's been looking at the logic of this seed. I don't know if he knows. I don't know if he would know upon finding the Mirror Shield that it has to be Jabu or Fire. Because we don't know how well. It's hard to keep track of logic mid-race, especially for one that's as convoluted as this one's gotten.
And the funny thing is, I don't think either runner has Scarecrow Song, so Drew is also going to get Scarecrow locked out of here.
Yeah, it's just even funnier. It's a great time.
I know that there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, we should have free... There's a wallet, by the way.
Yeah, we got that hinted forever ago.
I know, yeah. A lot of people that are like, oh, we should have free Scarecrow Song. Think about how much less funny what is going on right now would be if Scarecrow Song was free.
Oh my god, that would be... It would, it really, really would.
Right, like, think about how less funny.
That's a fair point from Chad. Drew might choose to go pixel shot with his in-fire.
Does Drew know how to pixel shot?
I have no idea.
That would be intense.
It would.
Kokiri? It's the Kokiri sword. Oh, so we found, I think... I'm trying to think. We found every bow, we found every strength upgrade, all but one bomb bag.
We're missing one slingshot and one skill and one wallet, as well as our last bottle. It's all in the notes sheet, actually. I put down pretty much all the items.
I keep forgetting I have this open. Hey, the boomerang! Drew is so happy, I bet.
Totally.
I can't wait to ask him about it.
Oh my goodness.
The very first thing I'm going to say is I want you both to know, Star rolled this seed, not me.
I have no idea what you're asking, to be honest, Sunoka. That is not an acronym, I'm remembering it now. And yeah, no, I will happily take a...
Oh, Lens of Truth.
Done. Drew saves coming in. Alright, Shadow's done for Gorodine, as expected. Was a snooze.
Big snooze.
The only thing in it was the wallet that was already hinted. So nothing new. And I'm just gonna post my emote again, because this seed deserves it. This type of hilarity is kind of why I commissioned this emote, basically. It's for really stupid seeds like this.
So Gorodine not going right back into Shadow to go back to Ice?
No. Interesting. Yeah, there is one item left in Fire, if we've been counting keys, which we might not be, honestly. Where is Mirror? In Ice Cavern. Yeah, no Forest Temple. Oh, Skulls were already, that makes sense. I think Drew is gonna go chase that right now. And Gorodine is playing Requiem. Okay. I hope this is for Roros, because I think he's already done Spirit without...
Yeah. Goro has progressed this dungeon all up to the point where he can't complete it anymore. So hopefully, it's just for Roros. Just wanted to go check Skulls before.
Yeah, that's good. So Gorodine is not going Forest Temple. That was my biggest concern, is Gorodine would end up going Forest and going down that rabbit hole. But this puts him in a pretty good spot, because he's already beaten Shadow and has done most of Spirit, which is the same with Drew, actually. They've both done most of Spirit, but Shadow is honestly what's putting Gorodine in a pretty solid spot.
By the way, if this is a play to Jabu, we're gonna get the answer to this question. Where is the long shot? Is it here in Jabu? Is it over in Fire Temple?
Or is it that last item in Fire? Because there is only one item left in Fire. I thought there was more, but I can't count. But it most likely is Jabu. I kind of want to see it be in Jabu. I kind of want to see it be on Baronade, honestly. Just for the giggles.
Ooh. Threw Rudo against the door there.
Oops.
Oh, you gotta love the triple dip Stone Jabu.
Yeah,
Require
one's
double dip,
roars,
potentially.
One's for hammer, one's for rank, one's for long. Well, it might be a long shot for Drew. We don't know. We don't even know this is long shot. I don't think is the greatest thing. And like, you have to go child anyway after getting that boomerang and locking gear locked out of fire because nobody set Scarecrow with Foolish Lake this seed anyway. Alright, does Gordine bail after Mirror Shield? He should bail after Mirror Shield. Does he, is the question. Okay, it's not bad.
Not there. Doesn't look like they're bailing just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Goro should be in no mode, but again, as Star was pointing out earlier, we're not the ones racing, so it's tough to keep track of all that stuff as you're going through.
Yeah. And it's
Baronade!
It's not! Okay! Deep fire!
Okay! Baronade oh god, man. This is...
And Drew's not
No,
going
Drew, why are you... Drew leaving? No!
Drew! It's no, you go for Baronade at this point. It's slow, but so is climbing back up Fire Temple. And you don't want to come back. Drew. It's only one item in Fire. And it's so slow to get back to Baronade. Even with Furores, that's really slow.
I don't even think Drew fought the final tentacle.
No, he did not. It's like I can see why, because it's slow to get to Baronade, but at the same time, it's even slower to get back. And Deep Fire is incredibly slow too.
Especially because you don't know which of the 3 checks is gonna have the last item as well. Yeah.
I can see why, but I don't entirely agree with it. I think Gordine's just getting...
But Drew, you gotta walk away from the Scarecrow. There we go.
Yeah, I can kind of see why, but also that just feels bad. Like, it might pay out, don't get me wrong, but that's a mate. But if it is Baronade, that's a huge time loss for Drew.
Howdy, Stunny.
I think Gordine on this side, on the other side is just getting storms in case if for some reason it's not Jabu or Fire, but I hope for his sake it's Baronade and not Honesty, because otherwise he'll go to the well, I think.
Yeah, quad stone Jabu dip. I think
Drew wants it to be Deep Fire. I think Gorodine wants it to be Baronade, because otherwise, if it's not Baronade, Gorodine ends up going into the well, which we know to be a major time loss.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty close at the moment, honestly. It really depends on a couple things.
So Goro having some difficult time with this little glitchless jump that we saw. Drew got this first try, so...
Yeah.
Again, Drew's gonna need any time save he can get over Goro if he wants to take first on the restream.
Yeah, it's close, honestly. It's really going to depend on where that log shot is at this point, as mentioned, because of everything else that's happened to this seed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice little just jump there for Goro.
I will say, thank goodness for early magic and early furores this seed, because my goodness, the back and forth for this seed would have been atrocious.
Oh my goodness, it really would have been. Grodine's gonna lose a little time getting back to Jabu because he didn't have furores in there the first time to note. Something I've long forgotten about. I hope Gordine goes to Jabu before he goes to the well, for that matter. And alright, we'll find out in the next couple of minutes. Is it Baronade, or is it just here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think we ever got any hint for any of the top 3 checks here in Fire Temple, so this is all, aside from this being a small key, we know that for sure.
But we don't know about Hammer Chest, so it's all up in the air. And hey T, you really want to use the BS command to find out just what variety of hilarity this seed is?
Sure, 2 hours ago we were 2 items, an hour ago we were 2 items from go mode.
And we're still an item go.
Oh no, Drew! I think they're gonna make it. They're not gonna make it.
It's hammer chest, highest score, or compass are the possible. Actually, I think compass is a key. So yeah, I could be wrong though because fire temple key logic can get a little screwy. All right, Guardian's on the ice cavern, thankfully. Gonna unfreeze King's aura, get that. I think it was a huge rupee, and then see where he goes next.
Probably back to just finish Spirit, I think.
You finish Spirit first, yes. And then we'll see. Right,
Hey, a small key. Or Baronade. Makes you action.
If it's Baronade, I'm gonna feel so bad for Drew. On the other hand, it's gonna be the funniest thing. Alright, as expected, Requiem for Gordine.
That'll be the final sentence that you added the BS command. Just add one. Oh, and by the way, our long shot is on Baronade.
Yeah.
I think this has to be a small key, like you said earlier.
Yeah, I could be wrong too, because Fire Temple key logic, as due to the reasons previously discussed, really messes with my brain. Okay, nope. That's it. That's the last item in Fire Temple. It's a loopy, and I can't do fire key logic apparently. Drew does realize it's not here. And
it's on Baronade. It's actually on Baronade. It's actually on Baronade. A required double Jabu stone dip, dude. Hard required.
Alright, back to Jabu it is.
I really thought Drew was just gonna be like FF, like right there. I thought it was coming. Wow, dude. Wow.
Great seed.
My goodness. Okay, so Gordine is gonna make that call, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see for Gordine. If he chases his fire wave here, which he does have, I can guarantee you that because it wasn't the temple. It was at the Temple of Time. He guaranteed read it. Yeah, no Forest Temple today.
Yeah, no Forest Temple, but oh, here's your substitute for no Forest Temple.
Just no Forest Temple because the hookshots are nowhere to be found. It's great. Alright, and I am making my final edit to the BS command because those long shots are hilarious.
Oh wow, dude. Man, like an hour and a half ago when I was like, wow, this starseed's crazy. I had no idea. No idea the direction it was gonna go.
By the way, that boomerang is not hookshot locked. Theoretically, your first hookshot could be on Baronade.
Really?
You don't need hookshot to get to that point in Fire Temple.
Oh my god, you're right.
Logically, I think you do, but practically, heck no.
What crappy hookshot locations, man? Oh my god. Oh no.
This scene's like just the greatest.
Yeah, 1 hour in. Oh, looks like a jet seed. 2 hour, 18 minutes. Long shot is in freaking Baronade.
Yep.
To be fair, you could have done it pretty early.
You could, but you
could have done it early.
Yeah, you just had to double dip Stone Jabu. Oh my! Stone Jabu, double way of the hero.
Plus, with a hard required Pierre as well, just to add insult to injury.
Gears not required. Top of Fire Temple is entirely useless, Kyber.
Oh, that's right! That's right! What a... Oh, dude!
It appears just a one ginormous bait.
No! Just finish it. C-Force, we're trying! Fire was waft! We tried to full clear our way of the heroes. It didn't help.
No, it just sent Drew down several minutes of time loss.
It's like you tried to. It's literally as if like it's like that thing where making sure you look both ways before you cross the street, and like some dude comes by you on the sidewalk with a bike and just crashes into you. Like, we followed the rule, but something absolutely obscene happened. Oh my goodness, that's a good time. I'm happy I signed up for comms. This is great. Now, I will say the kind of crappy part about it is now we gotta watch some pretty much just barren locations to close out, but it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, great seed.
Yeah. Gorodine is gonna have to go back through Jabu and oh yeah. Did they drop for
really
there?
hope Gorodine, please remember Fire Temple's Way of the Hero. If you don't, I'm gonna be really sad.
Oh yeah.
Gorodine needs to chase that boomerang before he tries the well.
Right, yeah. Also, some pretty bad Twin Rova RNG here.
That's RNG sucks. Yeah, Gorodine does have to hike back to Jabu as well. They're pretty close, I think, honestly, right now, because Drew hasn't finished Spirit. But I think Drew is a bit ahead at this point with how this seed went and Gorodine full clearing ice.
Well, I mean, Drew does have to beat all of Shadow Temple still.
Yeah. Yeah, which is really silly. So we'll see how... they're pretty close. Drew might be ahead. It depends on where Gorodine goes first as Chop, basically, at this point. Because I don't think he goes Forest Temple. If he goes Forest Temple, I'm sad.
Big sad, yeah. Shadow, you know what? I've come to believe that when Water Temple's your last dungeon, and Long Shot's one of your last items, most of the time the dungeon just spits the boss key out at you immediately. It's like, oh yeah, you're done, here you go. So really love this hookshot strat from Goro, and welcome to a Star Seed.
Here's the long shot.
He didn't even grab. He didn't even take the warp. He didn't even take the warp. Oh, that's really funny. He just left Rudo. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's just like, ah, screw you. I don't want to.
Oh man,
I've spent enough time. I'm done with that. No
if somebody finishes like 8 seconds after Drew does, he unironically finished in a higher spot because he skipped the warp.
I know, right?
Oh, that's so good.
Also, I'm gonna slightly adjust the BS command because I think there's a better place for it. For one of the sentences in this.
Yeah, technically that's go mode for Drew.
That is go mode for Drew. Poke our tracker.
Great seed, everyone.
Great seed.
Yeah, Goro
is playing Prelude.
Okay.
Good. He's not going to Forest Temple. If he was going Forest, he would have saved Warped. Mind you, I would have had major questions if he tried Spirit Forest Temple.
We're gonna get the answer to that that Water Temple boss key question here.
Yep. And here's your updated BS command. I moved the location of the sentence on long shot to the end.
We do have a couple more forfeits, so more people realizing like, oh wait, I remember who rolled this.
And where under this? What the hell's my hook shot? It's probably another thing.
Where the hell is my hook shot? Wait, Drew, you don't. Drew.
He's setting furrows.
Oh, he's setting furrows. That's right. Okay. I'm trying to think like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Dispel it.
Yeah, Gordian's gonna set Scarecrow and then go to Jabu, I think. He's not doing the well is the big thing here.
I love this strat, by the way. The setting furores inside that room. Really, really cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've honestly forgotten actually, Kutrun. How did that scene go for you? Okay, no, Gordian, I was gonna say, Gordian going for a prelude at this point, back to fire would be a bit nutty. He's gonna do Jabu first. Alright, please don't do the thing Drew did, Gordian. If you also bail out of Baronade for Deep Fire, I'm gonna be mad.
Oh, I forgot, because Goro didn't do any of Jabu.
No, he,
Yeah.
well, he didn't have Furores when he went to Jabu the first time. He had to have gotten, and oh yeah, technically, yeah, you didn't have to double dip Jabu, but but you get the hip fire. You're going to get hammer before you get your boomerang. It's like, no way you don't.
Yeah, if Goro does do the unthinkable and bail before Baronade, we got a race here, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta shoot the target up there. The unthinkable equals the Drew play.
Yeah, the one I still don't understand. Hi, Schultzer, welcome into a mess.
You know what? Here's what I'll say about this seed. This seed wasn't mean, it was just really funny. It's just, oh no, the ghost! Speaking of being really funny.
Nice gold scale. Of course it is. HBA is horseback archery, Schultzer. But that's a great gold scale location. Of course it's there.
Really hope you didn't forget your shoes.
Yeah, Noah's keeping the Goron today. Mind you, if Gordian loses the spot to someone else by like 2 minutes, we'll know why.
Oh, because of the iron boots?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm not sure exactly how much time it cost him, but I think it was like 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Range. So if he loses by that much, we know why. And the water boss key is not vanilla. Thanks, game.
I mean, there was a couple of vanilla boss keys, so worth taking the risk. I will actually be genuinely surprised if Goro bails out of Jabu.
If he does, I have questions. I was confused why Drew bailed out of Jabu, to be honest.
Well, like you said, it's just the amount of time it takes to get back to Baronade if you leave.
You're right, and the deep fire is slow too. It's like neither of these things are fast. And Goro's going. Yeah, thank you. Goro is not being making the very interesting play of bailing from Baronade, thankfully.
I think because at that point, you had already triple dipped it, and at that point you're like, please, I don't want to finish this dungeon.
Yeah. So, 2 of the 3 stone dungeon bosses hardwired today's game.
Okay, so this boss key in water is also proving to be a little bit of a jerk.
Yeah, there's a good chance it's on Darklink or River because there was a small key on the boss key chest, so there has to be 2 non-key items on Darklink and Baronade. Hey Caesar, it's a fun seed. Yeah, Gordon has been very thorough with this seed. It's by and large paid out fairly well.
Yeah, looking like it's probably gonna be over near Darklink.
I think so. And yes, that is our BS command. It's a fun seed.
Ruby River, it's a star seed. That really disappointing Song of Time we found ends up being required.
That would be fun. Because, yeah, Song of Time was like one of the worst songs they could have possibly found at that point in the sea. Like, Bolero would have been amazing. Eponas would have been great. I don't think we had ZL at that. I know we had ZL, of course. Yeah, like Song of Time was just a whammy in this seed.
I do think it's pretty funny that, like, based on what you had to do on this seed and where a lot of the key locations are, like Ice Cavern and the top of the top of Death Mountain Crater, I guess Death Mountain Trail, really, and then of course Fire Temple. The two warp songs we don't have are Bolero and Minuet.
Of course.
Just like a little kick in the shin by the seed of like, I know these are like two really good warp songs you'd like to have right now. I'm not gonna give them to you.
No, like Bolero would have been amazing with the eye drop shenanigans.
Oh my god. I'm glad you brought that up, because I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh, they can't save quit with the eye drops, no!
They could have done Bolero though and turned in the eye drops just in time, I think. I'm not... It would have been tight, but it is technically doable, I think. I know it's doable with Claim Check. I think eye drops are the same, but I could be wrong. Oh, CL's Way of the Hero for Water Temple at this point, so, and for Shadow Temple, and for Hover Boots, and yeah, and Ice Cavern for that matter. CL's Way of the Hero.
Believe it or not, you need the most powerful song in the game this seed.
Right?
I will say I am one of the people that does like to do Dark Link first if I find two small keys, so... That's the only thing about this seed, if I was running it, that I would have done correctly.
Oh. No finishes either. I'm not entirely surprised at how this is going.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you what, I mean, Goro is in... Goro's
pretty
in, like,
good spot, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, he's about to do Baronade. He's gonna be like a 250, I think, here. There is gonna be I think there will be a finish in the next while, but Gorodian's got a decent chance, like top like 5 probably is likely for Goro. Drew's not. Drew, unfortunately, has all of Shadow Temple to do, is what he is the issue. He is not freeing this. Also, the seed is not bad if you're rating it correctly and thinking about Ice Cavern. The problem is with this seed is that the major problem for this is that you have more or less two choices. Either you chase Ice Cavern and then end up down the rabbit hole as well and everything else, or you get your hover boots off the DMT ferry and miss out on Ice Cavern for a while. And whichever one you choose means you don't do the other thing for a while and leaves you in a funky spot. Alright, and Gorodian's got his long shot, just staring at it for a second.
Yeah, also realizing he doesn't need to take the warp.
Nope. Dark Link wins again, yep.
My boy Dark Link.
Yeah, nice close race, obviously, between the two riders, taking completely different paths, which has made for a pretty interesting race feed to watch.
Quick little Baronade kill there, and that will be the only thing Goro has left is just that Morpha fight right there. I always almost call Morpha Goma. I don't know why. It's because they both end in A.
Nice. It makes sense. Alright, Gorodian does have Serenade. He's just gonna go head on over. He did at least find out he at least has the Iron Boots already, but if he loses by 1.5 to 2 minutes, we know why. Thanks to the Iron Boots. I mean, Full Clearing Ice didn't help either, but the Iron Boots are the most bad thing about this whole thing for Gorodian is those irons. It happens to all of us, it's just sometimes you forget.
Yeah. I do also think that, I mean, the Ice Cavern full clear wasn't an awful play at the moment. I mean, I think especially
No.
if you're going there early, which I think maybe I'm gonna say like a good portion of our runners probably did, you're gonna pick up that song no matter what anyway, because at that point you haven't probably narrowed it down like we had. So
No.
I don't think.
For Gordy, it was a little more confusing because at that point he was just a long shot from go mode, but at the same time who knows how well he pieced together the logic on this mess.
A lot of people pointing out how many different bosses in Ocarina of Time end in the letter A.
I think the other thing with Morpha and Goma is they're both only 2 syllables. To be fair. Chances being me at this point.
Alright, will Goro make the... I don't want to say Galaxy Brain call, but we'll see if they elect to do the same route as Drew. Probably. That seems like the more common route to do. Lower the water level and check the boss key chest.
Yeah, you do that. And at that point, you might as well do the other thing before you raise the water level back up for Dark Link.
And still no finishers, so...
No.
Goro is sitting pretty nice right now.
Yeah, he is.
I had someone tell me that that is actually a frame-perfect trick, rolling through that water, which is pretty insane when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's gotta be people close to finishing at this point. This scene isn't that spectacularly awful.
Yeah, skulls not required. All dungeons... Well, shit. All dungeons kind of required.
Right? Well, the longest of the dungeon hasn't finished. But yeah, there's some good runners in the race here. Could see finishing soon. Like, yeah, as mentioned, Goomba, Equal, FMZ. They've got a whole bunch of people still running. There were 34 people who entered this race. 5 have quit. 2 are on restream. There's 27 other people in the race. Yeah, we've got like FMZ, Goomba, Equal, Fabio, Exodus, Riley. There's some good runners in here who I could see finishing soon. It's 34 total entrants. Alka is 7 inactive, 5 inactive. Yeah, Canon's foolish. It's great. Canon's and OGC. Well, OGC saved. Knowing OGC was foolish saved them some time. I can't say the same for Canon's though.
And the Lake Hylia Baron made the whole fire temple back and forth feel really, really stupid.
It really did.
I also love the fact that the ZSR grin emote blinks now. It makes it even more unsettling.
Oh my goodness, right?
Alright. Now, I will say this. Goro got atrociously bad Twin Rova RNG. So this is a potential for Drew to make up a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
As long as you don't miss a hit, okay. And the Fire Witch is being very nice right now. These are 2 very, very good hits.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, Guardian's about to get back to the scale. And be glad he went back for the Goron.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing is though, Drew is all of Shadow, and it's not, and water's not round for Guardian. We'll still be like 10-15 minutes of each other. That's not pretty decent for how that. I try to, when picking runners to restream, try to pick people of similar skill level, especially for a 2-person restream. If you've got 2 people of different skill levels, it becomes really obvious when there's only 2 people on. Ooh, I don't think that was intentional for Drew.
That is not good.
Yeah, not surprised they have another forfeit with how this bus is going.
Oh, really cool, I love that hookshot strat. I'm not brave enough to go for it, though. I'm always afraid I'm gonna... Oh! No! Drew! no! No!
Feels bad. And GG's the Goomba finishing first, 299.26.
Yo, Goomba, congrats on the first place.
Oh, and now Drew's dealing with second base turnover RNG, which is way worse than first phase. And the angry.
No, it's even now. No, Drew, no.
Drew, no.
Oh, and then he gets the ice. Oh no!
It just feels so bad. Drew. Alright, those get the 3 ice in a row now.
I do like that little turnaround where you put the shield on your back. That's hilarious. That's really silly looking.
Hey, does manage to save that. It does get the 5 hits in that one phase, that one cycle, thankfully. That feels bad, though. That really does.
I just like the little and then like Link just falls to the ground, frozen solid.
That was really good. Funny. Hey Holden, welcome into hilarity. Aside from Drew's shenanigans with Twinrova and Orodine's shenanigans with Megoron, we've had a pretty fun scene. We've had a great time. The rudders probably not so much, honestly. That BS command sums it up pretty well. I forgot if there was a key on Central Pillar. If it is, that Sora Tunic's probably required, because we never did see that second wallet.
Remember.
I don't either, but we'll see it here from Gorodine. I did! This is a key? Alright, so yeah, that Zora Tunic was probably also way of the hero in Fortress. Thanks, game. And well, yeah, good old water temple key logic. That is indeed a key, as chat said, and that's just gonna be a save scum. Rodine's just gonna go do Darklink Loop now, I think.
So, obviously, of course, you get the worst RNG for Shadow Temple.
Yep.
Yeah, we've had some interesting, like, key logic going on in the 3 temples that you really pay attention to it a lot.
Yeah, I managed to screw up my spirit key counting. Whoops, missed the one I child climbed and got confused by the Gloopy in the boulders room, but other than that, yeah. Spirit key logic is funny. Shadow Temple key logic.
It's not funny.
Yeah. We did have to do GTG key logic at least.
Yeah, that's true. That's like the one section. That's like the one place in the entire game where it's like, okay, the key logic is usually not awful.
Until you're counting keys for the hidden ceiling chest.
Yes, that is true.
I did that once, by the way, on Roasted. I was counting keys for the hidden ceiling chest in places. Because they were trying to figure out why Sonic was supposed to be for Frogs one bag or something like that, and hidden ceiling chest is logically 3 key life because you can use 2 keys on the right side, and because of that, I think there were only 2 keys available without Bow, Song of Time, or Strength 2 that seed.
Yeah, not worth it. Glitches like that are... Most glitches like that are banned, yeah.
Yeah, we run on a mostly glitchless rule set. You can find it here. This command I just typed. Because OoT is a spectacularly broken game, and if you a lot of the glitches that OoT has can kind of remove a lot of requirements. We do have more glitch rules that's not cool, but at least our regular racing rules it is glitchless, more or less. We allow for ground jumps and flame storage. That's about it. Ground jumps, flame storage, and a singular clip and channel. Yeah, I wonder what our next finish is going to be, because I know Gordine's going to be. I think Gordine's going to have a pretty solid shot at top 5, but I just should know about top 3. There are some other good runners in the race who could finish beforehand.
Water Temple, I will say, as far as the rando goes, definitely went up the tier list when we started including quick swap boots. Prior to that, Water Temple was one of the worst.
And GG's to Alexis finishing second, 244.42. Nice. I mean, it's to each their own as far as glitches go, but we as a racing community generally prefer glitchless.
Yeah, just barely sub 245 right there.
Yeah. Nice palindrome, actually. Yeah, 242, 442 is.
Ooh,
nice
really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, 24442.
Don't know. Wonder if they did it on purpose. They just waited to time the final slash on the pig.
Wallet on Morpha, Keck, WK. So that's Zorotunix's way of the hero. Geez, the air not finishing third, 245.34.
Getting a little tighter for Goro if they want to make that top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, here come the finishers. I wish there was a way that we could poll everybody in the race, or just like tell them like, okay, in your comment in the race channel, put how many times you dipped Jabu.
That would be funny.
Just how many times total did you dip Jabu? There we go.
Yeah, Jabu dips. So, Golden, boom, Hammer. So, Jabu was hindered wave of the hero pretty early. Hammer was in Rang Chest. Pretty much everyone bails out because nobody has Boomerang at that point due to the really stupid hookshot locations. No one. Yeah, realistically, you're not getting Boomerang for quite a while, and then you find out eventually you have to go back to Jabu for Baronade. Because with Foolish Lake, you can't get fire. You're not getting Scarecrow with Foolish Lake, and without Scarecrow, you can't get further in fire. So there goes. Oh man, our Way of the Heroes, our Foolishes were so bad this seed. Lake Hylia kind of messing with your ability to do Fire Temple made it keep things very much more interesting, and then OGC and Ganon just being kind of useless Foolishes. Hey, salut there or not, JJ? In chat,
Yeah, GG, Aranot. Aranot, we're talking about it. How many times did you dip Jabu? How many times did you go in? 2, 3... Yeah, Drew will tell you 4.
Theoretically, it's possible to do it all in one trip, but I can't see it.
There's probably... The only person in this race that I could actually see only doing one would be, like, Ecola. Because Ecola's just a routing, like, madman. Yeah, and I can see that.
Yeah, but, like, the odds of that are just so low.
Oh, they're very low.
Especially because Requiem's on Saria.
Right.
Oh, you dipped for you got Hammer and Longshot in the same trip. They're not nice. That's pretty nice. That's actually that worked out really well. Nice one. Actually, next question, Aeronaut. What was your first hookshot? Actually, I'm mildly curious. You might be one of the only people in this race, Aeronaut, who gets Boomerang before Hammer. Hey, Riley. Oh, nice, Riley. Yeah, it isn't logic. Okay, yeah, confirming it. I thought Boomerang was Hammer like nope, it's just practically I think most people get Hammer than Rang, but hey, you never know. There's always someone who changes up that thing. Yeah, so Drew dipped it once for Aurora, as Aeronaut did Dipped it a second time for Hammer, without the boomerang, so left. Dipped it a third time with Ring to do the map and compass chest, but left before Baronade to our collective confusion. And then came back for Baronade. Alright, nice door for Guardian.
Still got a good shot at top 5 here.
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh, okay, got a little tighter there with Narcotic finishing in 4th place.
249.44.
Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, is it actually gonna be because of the Iron Boots thing he doesn't get top 5? Is it actually gonna be because of the Iron Boots thing? I'm gonna feel so bad.
Right. Narcotic is doing very well. I had never seen him play before yesterday when they were on the NA weekly restream, and they got 4th place yesterday too. So he's on a roll. Ice will clear no mode is taking several minutes out of Guardian's time. Like Guardian would be top 3 for sure with it would be top 3 between Ice and Irons. Oh, getting a bit of a runaround here by Ganon, which isn't helping.
Ganon being a little bit of a jerk.
Yeah, long shot was hilarious.
Alright, Pig. First phase of the Pig is down. Chip by Mirror. Yeah, the play out there towards Ice, I really feel like that was the next logical play. Like, if you don't go that route,
you just don't do it for a while. Like we saw with Guardian, he got hovers early and just didn't end up going there. Never mind top 5 because Clean just finished 251.13.
No,
yeah,
the Iron Boots. No, dude, that's tragic.
That's just sad. Oh god.
Oh no. Oh my god, it's gonna be like less than a minute, right?
I know, yeah it is.
Oh, that feels so bad!
It really does. Poor Guardian. Yeah, Zora's the river wave to hear was really funny, yeah, or not. And there we go. GG's to Guardian, 250.
Guardian, GG.
And I managed to pick a pretty solid freeze frame. Nice.
Yeah, 12 minutes behind first is very, very impressive.
Yeah, Fulton, you should watch this back. This was a great restream.
There's a couple good clips. I think some people were making some clips along the way, and they were pretty good. Actually, I think there's one. Yeah, this one.
Guardian said they will not be joining us for an interview. So we get to watch Drew finish it out. He's not too far. He's not too far behind.
You say Gora will not be joining us for an interview?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
I'll admit I'm not. Yeah.
I had there was a clip of it here. It's this one. The boomerang. It's right here. Someone clipped it. Oh yeah, Magnus clipped it.
Oh, I forgot. I missed this clip. I know we got the HBA one.
The best part, it takes me like 6 seconds to realize, oh wait. Oh wait. I know what that means. Oh, the child spawn clip is really good too. I did really want to ask Goro about the Iron Boots thing. Maybe they'll come by and chat. We'll ask them.
Maybe.
Yeah, the funny so James Hart, the child spawn is in the silo, but both runners, when they found it, were quitting out from the silo. So both of them effectively just warped right back to where they started. Yo, Fabio.
GG's. 7th to 54-16.
That sounds about right. Yeah. And a very nice one cycle by Drew. So like right around the, let's see how fast their Ganon's castle is, but should be around like a 3-0, I don't know, like what would we say, like a 3:05? Drew could still get top 10. And only 7 people have finished so far. The quad dip Jabu.
Oh my god, Drew and the quad dip Jabu.
I think the only dungeon I've ever quad dipped was like Spirit.
Yeah.
I think. My goodness. Is it really alkaline? Is it really that's the biggest gap? Yeah, you're right. Wow. Yeah, Goomba killed this seed. Yo, Lefty! Oh no, we don't know that yet. Never mind. Sorry, don't listen to me. Well, okay.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. It'll be coming up here soon. There we go.
Yeah, Drew's gonna barely miss the sub 3. I'm pretty sure that Baronade shenanigans cost him the sub 3, and there's the cheap finish from Lefty.
Yay.
GG's.
My buddy Lefty.
And getting Sleeping Exodus, 256.23 and 256.28. 5 seconds.
We'll say sub-3ing this seed it's pretty impressive. I mean, when you look, only about a third of our runners here are going to possibly achieve that, so. Yeah, that's a rough snipe there for Exodus. Still a couple really good runners left out there. E. Cola has yet to finish. FMZ. Alex is still there. So, Seed is proving to be a little difficult for even some of those other runners that are, of course, of very, very high esteem.
Yeah, I'm currently chatting a little bit with Gordine in his chat since I think he is one of our French runners whose English is less than ideal, if my memory serves correctly. Just commenting about the scene, nothing super interesting that I've heard. Just letting him know about the divergence that we saw between him and Drew with the Hovers versus Ice Cavern.
Oh no, the validation chest! Yeah, we are.
9 forfeits? Yeah.
Oh man, get up in the morning, Sunday, play some OOT, you get a star seed, and you get a required double. Well, I guess it's not a. We've talked about it. It's not technically. It's not a required double dip into Jabu, but
Practically, I think most people double dip it.
yeah. I think, okay. You don't want to do Jabu without Rang, and you don't want to do Fire without Hammer. You know, Kinra, that's... Man. That is quite the explanation. Hi, Lefty, how are you? Tell us about your experience, Lefty. Tell us all about it. How much fun did you have? Oh, actually, the question we've been trying to ask everybody: how many dips into Jabu did you make? How many times did you go into Jabu Jabu? Oh! Missed the first slash there on Drew. Ooh.
Hey, there we go. Mr. Drew.
Well, Lefty, unfortunately, that opinion was the wrong one to have. That was the wrong. Actually, you know what? Here, we'll give you the reaction that we had on stream when we found out. That was the reaction. Happy 3 hours.
Happy 3 hours, everyone, on this hilariously entertaining seed.
I like how you didn't want to believe. It wasn't that, like, it didn't make sense. It was like, I don't care. I just don't care. I don't want that to be it. I don't want that to be it at all. Oh, man. In the Ganon fight, though, still potentially top 10 here for Drew. We're nearing a little bit of a 5-minute gap here. This was a lot of fun, Natasha. It was quite a bit of fun coming back onto commentary. I love doing seeds with Star. It's fun. Star does all the hard work, like keeping track of key logic.
Yeah, even if I kind of feel
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. And then I get to sit here and just, like, scream and yell, and it's fun. It's a good time. Oh, it's close! Oh, is Drew gonna get top 10? Oh, if he gets sniped, I swear. I think that's 10. I think that's top 10. I don't see anybody. The chat bot's taking a while to... There it is! Drew top 10!
3-1-53.
GG on that. Top 10 despite a quadra dip Jabu. And then just the immediate...
Yeah.
Just immediately close it out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Are we getting Drew? I'm not sure. I closed out of the race room.
We'll see. Yeah, Gordon's feeling a little bit stupid over the irons. I'm still listening to him in his channel. He's feeling a little stupid over the irons and is a bit and otherwise not to see is kind of cool. It's about the sum of that. Hey Drew, GG's.
Hey, GG to me, I guess.
So I want to ask you, Drew. Also, first of all, GG on the top 10 finish.
There's like 25 people left.
I really want to know, when did Jabu become your favorite dungeon? Because man, you went there a lot this season.
Yeah, well, like I saw that Storms was in Ice Cavern, so I was like, okay, I should go up there and free up a bottle. And since I have Furores, like it only makes sense to leave it in there just in case. And then when I got the Jabu Way of the Hero, I was like, okay, well, I don't have Boomerang, but I can go there and do one check. So I went in there, like, and I was like, even if that check isn't it, then I'll at least have set myself up for later when I go back to get whatever items there. So I went there, got the hammer. I was like, okay, cool. Go to Fire's Way of the Hero. Actually, like before that, I was like, I could get Pierre locked, and I haven't set it up. So I'm going to go Fortress because I was only missing 2 items and I had 2 Way of the Heroes. So I was like, there's going to be a hookshot at Fortress and then I'm going to go into Fire. And if I find the hookshot early, then I don't have to worry about being Pierre locked. But then I found Boomerang, which is not really what I wanted to see. And then obviously I had to set up Scarecrow, but I was like, you know what? Like the next 2 checks in Jabu are really fast, so I'm just gonna do those like super quick while I'm child, and then just hope that the long shot is on one of those. And it wasn't. So I set up Pierre. Then I went Fire Temple and cleared the rest of Fire. And then I was like, okay, well, it's just on Baronade, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were discussing a lot about the 2 paths. So funny enough, both pairs of shoes were effectively right next to each other. The top of Death Mountain Trail was basically a Foot Locker.
I didn't even think about that, actually.
Yeah, it was basically a Foot Locker up there, right? But interestingly, so you went up there prior to getting ZL, which meant you didn't end up getting hovers.
Mm-hmm.
However, your opponent on the restream here, Goro, went up there with ZL, got the hovers, but forgot to turn in claim check. So
Johnson forgot to kill you.
Yeah. So both of you had a pair of shoes that the other didn't have. But what's important about that is it led you both down like separate paths. Like you went, because of that, you went to Ice Cavern first and ended up getting Din's and Mirror Shield, and Goro went to get his hook shot over.
Yeah, hovers, hook shot over this fortress, all that.
How did you feel about that part of it?
I really like I found irons and I was like at some point I was like, okay, like I should probably really have a hook shot by now. Like I'm feeling really bad. And like I'm just like clearing all this stuff. And like I went to GTG, I'm like, okay, well like my first hook shot can't be here, probably, but like I'm just gonna clear it anyway because I have to do Fortress later anyway. And when I do Fortress, I'm probably gonna do GTG. So like I may as well clear it now, leave Furores, and then like maybe I find my logical long shot or whatever, and like everything just makes sense from that point. Yeah, that didn't really make sense of anything. And yeah, I went to like bottom of the well, nothing was there. By the time I got up there, like I'm gonna say if I wasn't on restream, when I found the hover boots, I probably would have forfeit. Like I knew at that point that like the rest of the seed was just gonna be super straightforward, and it just felt awful when I found them there.
It's just tough because of the location of ZL, right? And that really rough bottleneck where it's you got to find those hovers to get your Epona, to get over to the fortress, to get the hook shot. Like there was no other way to get that hook shot aside from that. So
yeah,
missing out on the shoes was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you wanted to add or ask, Star?
Not especially. You've been covering it pretty well. What a seed. We had a lot of giggles with all the things. Like as soon as we saw that hammer, we're like, oh boy, is that gonna be a wave here boomerang and fire? Yeah. Yeah.
I used Furores so much this seed. I think I used it like over 10 times.
You used it a lot, yeah. It saved you a bunch of time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, without a doubt. Like the two of you would still be playing if you had not found Furores. Like both of you would still be going if not.
Probably.
Yeah. With just all of the back and forth that you would have had to do, given all of the warp songs and things like that. I guess the two just other funny things that occurred were the child spawn.
Oh, that silo one's always
quitting out in the silo, then being spawned in the silo. And then we also had those are eye drops over there. That's pretty cool. And then you drop down to read the hint right next to him, like, hey, go grab those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I would love to save up right now, but if I do that, I need to go hiking. No thanks.
Well, GG, Drew.
Like for a bit that one of you was going to save quit by accident and lose the eye drops. Thankfully, neither of you did that.
No, I'm sure many people did, but I knew better.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG, man. Top 10, despite the journey that you had inside of a giant fish.
Yeah. A few journeys.
A few a few
Just
journeys. Yeah.
couple.
Man, you had quite a few journeys into a giant fish. So but yeah, make sure you follow both of our runners. Of course, Goradine, who is finishing, Drew here, of course. Make sure you give some love to our trackers. I don't know why I'm not doing this. Yeah, there we go. Star, thank you for doing what I should have been doing. Follow the runners. Those are our trackers. Did a great job today. And then of course I'm Kuiper. I was with Star. Star rolled this seed. When Star rolls seeds, it's funny. And yeah, thanks for having me back on comms. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, always a pleasure to have you on comms, Kuiper.
Yeah. I think that's it, right? I think we're good.
I think that is pretty much it. Any final words, Drew?
Please don't roll the seat next week. I'm so tired of
God, the pain in your voice. Just please don't roll any more seeds. Oh, I loved that. What a good
You're welcome, Drew. You're welcome.
Oh. Well, thanks, guys. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. So yeah, thanks to our two runners, Geraldine and Drew, to my co-commentator Kuiper, and to our two trackers, Merle and Neil and Heffley, for keeping up behind the scenes. But that will be it for us today. Coming up on the CSR schedule right now on CSR2, the OOTR Dungeon Door requirement losers bracket semifinals match between Dotso and Fantatank is ongoing. We will be rating them shortly. They're about 15 minutes in, I think. Yeah, about there. Next, coming up later today at 2 p.m. Eastern, have the Mishcap Randomizer weekly race. It'll be on ZSR 3, and then another thing. And at 3 p.m. Eastern, we've got the Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard Weekly Race. It'll be here on CSR Main. And at 7 p.m. to wrap out the night, we'll have a Z2R Standard Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament match. A winner's bracket round 3 between Animus United and Level Engine. That'll wrap it up for us today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let's go see how DDR is doing.